alive.
Get shot.
It happens.
Oh my God! Where I live, if he did that, he'd be dead.
I don't know why
Things
somebody
happen.
else didn't try to help him out. I mean, why did
Right,
he-
exactly. That's all.
Yeah, why is he wandering the
Right.
streets?
Why didn't one of the players and stuff?
Although when you're that blacked out, I mean, he could have disappeared like that.
Or he might not look that bad. You know, maybe he holds his stuff.
Shit.
I don't know.
Man, how do you walk into the wrong house, sit
Come on.
down to the
Like you
wrong
haven't-
person,
You haven't done that?
and hold yourself?
Like you haven't done that.
Like,
I actually haven't.
you're not including weekends, right?
Tom, how are you doing this morning?
At least not on a weekday I haven't
Not
done
on
it.
the weekend.
You don't know. Hey, how are you doing, sir? How's life?
We're hanging in there.
He's a new referral list member.
Are you retired from your job?
I am.
But you're still doing the pass.
Oh, I'm having fun with that.
Their
your
bus
main-
broke down again. I was driving last year.
Your main focus, right, is pastoring now.
They were up.
I had the worst. I had one guy. I never told you this, man. We had one homeless guy, so me and my kid are driving him back and forth from the shelter downtown. This one guy falls down like Fred Sanford onto the ground, having a heart attack on the bus. And I said, well, I'm just going to drop you off at the police station or at the hospital, bro. He got right back up. Like everything
No
was good.
way.
Yeah, I was like,
Oh.
I don't even know what he was saying. I don't know what he thought I was going to do.
Good to see you this morning, Tom.
Throw your throw a pin at him?
Going.
Here's $20.
Welcome
Click
along.
back.
We're excited to be
My
here
kid
today.
was like, what the hell was that? Why did you get better all of a sudden?
Really stepping up.
Wow, I didn't hear that part.
They do, and that's why we're offering a great special today.
What is it?
For the month of
Lady in the
November,
white dress,
we're doing 3 areas for $129.
I'm preaching. She comes
But we're
walking in
joining
the
with
front door, right down
the Food
middle
Bank of the
the
Rockies.
thing coming over to me.
If they will donate canned goods, we'll do
My
the fourth
brother's
area
in the
for free. It's a
hospital
$55 value.
St. Francis Center, and
So
he
we'll do
wanted
the
to
fourth
give
area
me
for free when they
something.
do it. Donate canned
He
foods.
hands me a $20
And then we'll
bill,
donate
and
those
I
straight
go
to the
with him in the
Food Bank of the
hospital.
Rockies.
Now he's
and,
he had
help
surgery,
gather
put him
food.
in a nursing home, and
So-
gonna find him a place. He was on the street before, so
See what we
Wow.
he's been coming every time he can.
That's pretty wild.
I go to the nursing
Lauren,
home and do Bible study with him.
What are you looking for today?
For some help, donations, volunteers. We actually, you
What
know,
day are we going to be doing it this year?
we're doing it the 17th and the 21st,
So when? No, Tuesday.
Saturday and Wednesday.
Okay, Saturday.
Yeah, and we also
Oh,
we
geez, I hope I have.
we have the food bank all year long. We could definitely use some help on the food bank.
Okay, let's look at this.
You guys have a food bank?
Oh, they're so good. Oh my
So-
God. And we're talking. These people are just down in the trenches.
I think 500 last year.
Every penny.
meals.
These guys live like paupers.
1,300.
Well, I wonder if we just donated food to your food bank that we're gathering.
Well, it goes
Combined
into, it goes into real bellies.
We
That's
would
for sure.
love it, but it's up to you. You know, I wasn't going to mention that, but you do whatever I think it's one. You'll never find a better organization as far as
We go
sincerity.
pick up the homeless and then bring them up there on Thanksgiving and they eat.
Okay, Pastor Lauren, I
There's
want
people
to put
cooking
this down.
everywhere.
On the 16th.
17th.
Okay, good. I have my kids. This is wonderful.
Put
Okay.
them to work.
Oh, they love doing it.
And what another thing, if we could find people that would be willing to work once in a while on a Saturday so we run the food bank on Sunday right now. We have so much food, we could run it on Saturday too if we had the volunteers.
Okay, I'm going to put this down. This is, okay, Pastor Lauren. What's the name of your church? Bible?
East Denver Bible Baptist.
And what do we call? What do we feed the hungry? Pastor Lauren. Where's Kathleen?
She's actually taking food to the hotel. We go to some hotels around those back.
Yeah, these aren't like that.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. I am here to help you. That's what we do here on the Troubleshooter Show, because this show is all about help. That's why this hour brought to you by Integra Insurance, to help you through the health insurance maze. Welcome to the only show of its kind anywhere in the world. We have to talk about the wonderful things going on in the city. This is the time of year. And you know what? So what if it's just this time of year? A lot of people become extra generous. I don't care. I mean, at least it's better than nothing, right? Now, obviously, we all say every day, should be Thanksgiving, and we should be giving all year, and we all make vows during the holidays to keep this spirit alive. And look, who am I to judge anyone on anything? All I'm saying is, if this is the time of year you turn your attention to others, so be it. God bless you for it. Let's help people. How about that? The theme today, helping people. And we have someone here who's going to tell you how you can help directly. And we've been involved for years. We love him, Pastor Lauren. But right now, let's talk about Integra Insurance. Mark, there is no other client that we have where I can say this. Everyone should go there and use Integra.
Unless you're dead.
There is no reason in the world not to use an insurance broker. First, you don't save money going direct. Second, it's a maze. Third, they get paid very little anyway. Not that that matters to you, right? Because you don't get a break anyway going direct. But they work their asses off. Sorry, Pastor Lauren. They work their behinds off. And Integra Insurance is there for you. Even if you're getting Medicare or Medicaid, they can help you.
With the supplements, they're great people.
Aren't they? Health insurance made simple and smart. Open enrollment is from today through January 15th. Even though there are no more penalties, you still have to have health coverage according to the law. Now, you don't have to go to the exchange any longer. Do you understand that? The Health Insurance Exchange, the marketplace, was for qualified plans only. And that's the only way to get tax credits or supplements. So if you want a supplement or a tax credit to be applied to your premiums, then you have to go through the exchange. And Integra is a certified enrollment center for the health exchange. But they also have a vast array of policies outside of the exchange to pick the best one for you.
And if you have a small business, they can help you get insurance to your employees on the exchange off. They cover everything.
303-466-5500. 303-466-5500. IntegraInsurance.com. Let's talk. Let's help you, okay? So hang on. We're going to help you all. And then we're going to introduce our special guest, 303-713-TALK. Luis, what's happening?
Yes, good morning, Mr. Martino.
Good morning to you, Luis. What's going on in your life?
Yeah, this is what happened. Last month on 19, there was a big storm on Denver, and I happened to live right here in 2001 at the Willow Side Lab. And behind my house, there is a complex, a big complex, and they have a storm drainage, and it got overflowed, and the water backed up into my basement. And it flooded completely my basement, destroyed my basement.
Oh,
At this
wow.
point, I don't know what to do.
Okay, let's explain a few things that are not all good news. When water flows from the outside or hits a surface and flows in, whether it's the ground or it's the deck or porch, many people make arguments that if it hits your deck and comes in, it's different. But let's just concentrate on you. The neighbor's property flooded, and it flooded into your property. That's definitely floodwater. Most homeowners' policies do not cover any kind of flood damage. That's the simple fact. They don't cover it. Now, the other party, are they responsible? They could be. Luis, if they had a drainage plan that was not adequate and they knew it, it could constitute negligence, but collecting from them will be a multi-year process. You're not going to call and say, we think you're at fault, and they're going to say, okay, we're going to pay. Whenever you're dealing with the other person and their insurance, it gets very complicated. There are usually no voluntary payments. So how many people have been affected by this overflow with your neighbor?
My neighbor and I, we went over there to the back, to the complex.
What did they say? What are they? Do they feel responsible at all?
They asking us to send us all the evidence, and we sent in a lot of pictures, and we noticed that when we took the pictures that the drainage was completely blocked with mud, debris, a lot of leaves, and it was completely the drainage, so the water couldn't go through.
No, listen, what I want to know is, were they aware of their drainage problems?
No, they weren't until we went to the next day and let them know, and they...
No, I mean, had they had this problem before?
No, it wasn't a problem before.
Luis, this is all
all
bad news. Well, no, I'm not talking about you. The neighbor, the one who flooded, what is it, a building, an apartment house? What is it?
It's a complex, a building. It's
okay, is it part of your complex?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
It's behind.
It is a complex, and it flooded, and you said they never had problems before, right?
Right.
How about after?
What do you mean after, Mark? What do you mean?
After has it flooded more than once?
That's what I asked. Have they ever had this before happen, ever?
Well, they had it before, 2 days before. And
okay, now, I'm not talking about that. But Louis, let's get right to the point, okay? There's no one responsible to you that I can see. If floods happen, they're not always because of negligence. It's an act of God, as they say. It's a flood. It rained. If this person knew, if they knew there was a problem with their drainage and they did not address it, you might be able to get negligence. But I'm just telling you at first blush, Luis, I'm not sure why you're calling. Were you calling to find out where you go for help? Is that why you were calling?
Yes.
Here's the sad reality, okay? It's going to take you a long time to accept it, and you're going to hear from a lot of people who say, Luis, those people owe you big time. But unless they were negligent, they can't stop a flood. So, my question to you, do you think the neighbor is responsible? There is no right answer. I'm just asking. Do you think your neighbor is responsible for the flooding?
I think so.
Okay. Now, I understand. Luis, this is what I want to do. I want to help you, but I need you to hone your argument to make it a good argument. So I'm asking, do you think they're responsible? The answer is yes. Okay, Luis, why do you think they're responsible? Go ahead.
Because at first they didn't clean up, they didn't maintain properly the drainage storm clean, in order to make the water go freely.
They failed. Okay, that's a great argument. They failed to maintain their drainage system.
Exactly.
Now, then the defense attorney is going to say, Luis, how would they ever know they had a problem? There was never a problem there before. Okay, is that true or false, Luis? I'm asking. Unless you can show a history of backups. You're telling me, Luis is telling me, it wasn't properly maintained. Okay, prove it. How do you prove it?
I got the evidence.
What evidence? Pictures. What evidence?
A lot of pictures and...
No, you don't have pictures of the problem before. You can't prove it has been an ongoing problem, or can you? That's why I asked you, has this ever happened before to the neighboring project? If the answer, yes, it has, how many times?
Well, I've seen it once because even the fire department came around.
It's your belief. I don't want to kick a dead horse. I even hate that expression. But it's your belief your neighbor should have known their drainage would overflow and should have addressed it. How much damage do you have?
I have some proposal about $9,000.
Okay. Here's the problem. It's going to cost you more than that to sue them. I know you didn't call me for bad news. I know you wanted me to call them or to try to tell you something differently. I am telling you it's going to cost you more just to get to court. Now,
he could go for $7,500 in small claims.
You're not, by the way, you're not predestined to lose. Luis, if you have a history of flooding and show that they did not maintain their drains, there's a possibility you can win, but I don't think so. But Mark brought up a good point, and that is small claims court goes to $7,500. It wouldn't take much for you to sue them in small claims court and bring your evidence. Okay? Just bring your evidence. That's all I can say. Go to small claims court. We can help you with it, okay? Even on who to serve and all of that. With our attorneys, we can help you. They can give you legal advice. We can give you logistical advice, okay? That's the bottom line. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We have Pastor Lauren with us. And we're going to talk to him coming up about the food drive he does. By the way, he feeds the hungry all year, but we'll talk about that coming up. I'm Tom Martino. Simply Floors, Inc. is simply savings. Prove it. Prove it. Just go shopping. You have nothing to lose by logging on, or not logging, but visiting simplyfloorsinc.com. Now, they will let you make your own appointment, and then they'll show up with the popular floor coverings. They're at 52nd and Ward. They routinely can save you 20% all the way up to 50% depending on what you're doing. And then they have a price match guarantee if it's some weird floor they've never used before that they don't carry. But they will save you money and provide better service. It's that simple at simplyfloorsinc.com. The name of the church is sponsored by CC's. The drive across town is starting to ease up a bit. Still some problem spots down south. Oh, just tell me, I'll put it down. Crash there has about a 3-mile back up there. Hey, pass on. You got to give that to me again because my mind's a zip. Pass Bible East. East Denver. East Denver. That's what. God, I keep. East Denver. You got to.
And good news, that crash out by 225 back to Isla, that wreck is gone. Weather forecast, mostly sunny today, warmer with the high of 54. Tonight, mostly cloudy overnight, the low of 36. Right now, just a few clouds hanging out, it's 38. Traffic and weather.
East Denver Bible Baptist Church.
Endless pan pizzas, down for a limited time. Load up on crust and toppings, not on price. Starting at just $5.99 on the unlimited buffet.
I say, let's help people. That's what I say. Let's help people.
Restrictions apply.
Revitalized Health does BioG and more. Anything to fight age, you get at Revitalized Health. They deliver hormones naturally.
Hey, Brett, Mark, if you can call me in the next few minutes, I got a question. NACA, Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America, is that just another lender, or are they some kind of specialty or something? It looks like some kind of low income, but it also looks like a traditional lender. Like,
they get terrible reviews.
I can't figure out. I think they're just a lender.
We've got some commitments we've made, but we will donate some food in your direction. That's what we'll do. We're just going to put it as we'll donate to local groups. Yep. But we will deliver. We figure collect about 3,000.
If you do,
and so we will deliver a good chunk to you.
And what's kind of funny about it, they got 11 reviews.
I will probably be the one person.
They either got 1 star or 5 star.
That's what we'll do. I'm glad you're on today. That'll be good.
To me, that's a big flag.
That's what I was doing, running around talking with some of our
hours in the class
and office personnel to see exactly what we've committed to.
Primarily
so we're just going to say we're going to give to some local charities.
We're under contract for
our technicians, when they go out to the house, Mrs. Jones, they'll collect it, bring it back, and put it into our shopping facilities, and we'll just make some runs throughout the month. So the challenge, Tom, is to beat Mark. We booked 23 the last time. He hosted. It's the most we've ever booked on the show. It was 23 in a day.
Good.
And so, put a little competition between you and Mark. I think you could beat him.
I don't do it. It all depends on, man, it's just so many variables.
Sure.
I mean, it's like, it's amazing when you say the same with topics and phone calls.
Remember yesterday?
I tried for 40 years to predict what would be hot, what would not. I swear to God, I can't get it. One thing that I do know, I've been doing differently, I have very strong opinions on things and advice. So I would go online and say, this is the way it is. And you know, no matter what, with a strong delivery and all of that, you have two kinds of people. People who detest it. It's such a fucking blowhard that they'll just disagree with you or find something wrong. Then you have those who are just intimidated by it. Okay? So, and they'll say, oh, you know, I can't add anything. So I just simply was pontificating. and I wasn't engaging people. I mean, think about it. You know, this carpet guy did this, and I have an airtight cage. So it was a challenge to people. So now you know what I do.
875.
I say,
Well,
this is puzzling. What would you do?
What do you mean?
That's all I do.
Just
because
start that conversation.
What would you do? And when I even said WW, what would YD? What would you do? And I use the initials, and I just post something. What were you saying, Mark, about?
Yesterday, when you were talking topics, we were talking about sayings that are mispronounced or misspoken, actually. And it just took off like crazy. I never would have guessed.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was ridiculous. We had probably 16 calls back to back. It built so fast.
Good. Go.
You know which drawer double A's are? This is double A. I found triple A's on there. Look.
I would assume we had double A's.
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. We talked about Integra Insurance Group helping you. Remember, that's Integra Insurance Group. You need help for health insurance. And I talked about Simply Floors. Now I'm going to talk about Centeno Schultz for stem cell therapy. And the message is this simple. Anyone who is telling you they're delivering living stem cells to you for therapeutic pain, in therapy for pain, for arthritis, unless they extract them from you at the time of your visit, they're lying to you. It's that easy. I remember that doctor's name in Castle Rock, that chiropractor, Ryan Helms. Now he's touting cord blood. And he said, oh, yeah, I'll bet you $10,000 there are living stem cells in that. And so I couldn't think of his name, and now I have it. And I'm going to challenge every chiropractor I know who's doing fake stem cell therapy. Now, they don't do it, I don't think, intentionally. I think they really depend sometimes, don't you, Mark, on what their suppliers tell them?
Oh, yeah. That guy has not come up with the sample either that he said he was going to do.
Well, I didn't really pursue it. But for real living stem cell therapy, it's simple. You need to have your stem cells used. There's no such thing as an old stem cell either. That's bullcrap. Your cells are created new when they're created. Because if you're 60, it doesn't mean your stem cells are 60. That's ridiculous. The number for Centeno Schultz for true living stem cell treatment, 303-963-9201. 963-9201. Here's a great website. AvoidSurgeryToday.com. AvoidSurgeryToday.com. East Denver Bible Baptist Church is with us, and they do food drives year-round. Pastor Lauren, quickly, if you can get to the mic and turn it on, and just talk real close to it, okay? All year, what do you do for food? How do you provide food? Dan, could you... Oh, he's not there. Okay, could you point that mic to your mouth? We'll come back to you in a minute, okay? And I'll talk about it. I'm going to get that worked out. We'll come back, and I want people to... I'm going to give them time to get a pencil... and to get a pen and get ready to take notes about this. Rather than spew it out now, I'm going to, I want action. I don't want to just talk about stuff, okay? So let's just get you ready to copy down information. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Tom, what's going on with you, Tom? What's happening?
Hello, good morning. I wanted to find out if anybody in your staff or in the audience has had any dealings with or experience about an outfit called NACA, N-A-C-A, the Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America.
Wow.
I've researched them before.
Okay. Why did you research them, Mark?
I think we had a call a long time ago, so when I saw it up on there, I went back, and it's the same company we had an issue before. Basically, what they do is try to teach you, you know, you pay money for a class, and they try to teach you how to save money so you can actually afford to get into a house. But they're not actually a lender.
Are they rip-offs?
I would say, in my opinion, they're rip-offs.
What do they want from people?
Well, they want some money, and they want you to go to a class, and they want to basically teach you to save money. I mean, it's kind of weird.
What does it stand for? National Association of what?
No, Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America.
Yeah. Listen,
the reviews are horrible.
Listen, you know, Tom, it all boils down to this. What do they want and what do they offer? So how much does it cost, Tom?
Well, from what I've heard, I just went to one presentation with a friend of mine who was interested in it, and they say essentially it costs $25 a year, and it's liable to take a year or two. The idea is that you're supposed to be able to get a mortgage for a pretty low rate.
And what do they do for you?
Well, they're supposed to have this way of getting you a mortgage for very low rates.
And what else?
I guess probably either no down payment or low down payment.
The bottom line is they offer the exact same things through different lenders like Chaffa that Ideal Home Loans would do.
I was going to say, Ideal Home Loans, I'm just going to tell you right now, they're not out there for people with bad credit. No lender is. No matter what they tell you, no lender is, unless they specialize in C&D paper, and you're not going to get a loan, a mortgage loan, without paying out the nose. In fact, home ownership is not worth it with those loans. So if you, however, go to idealhomeloans.com or call them, 303-867-7000, and you say, I'm not ready to buy yet, but I will be, or I want to be, you'll have experts like Craig Becker and other people there who will assist you in what you need to do. They'll even take a look at your credit and say, look, here's what you need to do. There are no secrets, Tom. It's all about credit and income. That there is no other key. Credit and income. Those are the keys that, and I don't know what they will teach you for this membership. There is no exclusive access to low interest. All they're doing is regurgitating information that's out there for everyone. And you can even go directly to Chaffa. You can go directly to HUD. You can go directly to any of these organizations and free of charge get loads of information. So if your friend is interested in buying a home, okay, I'm going to help him directly, free of charge, me directly. I'm going to help him without charging a dime. I want to talk to him. And I will give him the steps to do, and we'll do it live on the air, and I'll follow him for however long it takes, and we'll show people, not just talk about it, we'll show people how it's done. So why don't you tell them that, to save that? And by the way, even though they say it might be $25 a year, there are usually what they call, or what I call, in-app sales. That's where the app is free, or the thing is free, and then once you get involved, there are other charges.
Well, they kill you generally at closing costs. They take the $25, and then after a year or two, if you do all the hoops, they have higher closing costs than almost anybody.
But many times it's not just that, Mark. It's like actual purchases of credit protection or correcting and workbooks. And Tom, can you have your friend contact us?
Yeah, we can do that. Their credit is not bad.
Okay.
They're just looking to sort of get slowly.
I'm going to help them live on the. I mean this. I'm going to help them live on the air. I'm going to look at everything without using, of course, their last name and without collecting any personal stuff for me. And not one penny will I charge. I will put them in touch with experts to help them. Meanwhile, seriously, if you have questions about buying a house, Ideal Home Loans has that program where you can find out about buying a home, and you don't have to do it immediately. You don't. 303-867-7000, idealhomeloans.com. They even have apps to find houses on there. Chance, oh my God, Chance, I have not heard from you in so long. I did not know what happened to you. Suzanne was feared that we might have offended you or something. What is going on in your life?
With the guitar?
With you. You were in a van down by the river. We used to make fun that you lived in your van, you play guitar, you've always worked, you've always taken care of yourself. You're an extremely talented person, and we got involved helping you get your stuff out of hock.
Yeah, what was that?
It was a beginning, it was, what was it?
I'm the wrong guy.
No, Chance, are you a guitar player?
I am a guitar player.
You can't be. No. What are the chances of now?
Wait, did you live in a van down by the river?
Yeah.
I don't live in a van.
You're not the Chance.
Oh,
you know what, Chance? Isn't this weird?
That's similar.
This is weird. Your name is Chance, and you play guitar. As soon as I saw Chance guitar player, I thought, finally, we reconnected with Chance. So let me just take this time. Let me just take this time to say that, Chance, we don't give a damn about you. Call someone else. No, I want to say this. If that real Chance, or the other Chance, is listening, please get in touch with us. We don't know what happened to you. We've helped you get your stuff out of a pawn shop, and then we helped you along the way, and then you stopped communicating. But you, this Chance right now, Tell me about what you're calling on.
I had a gentleman who owns a hot rod shop. He actually paints hot rods, and he
we were just looking for one yesterday. Does he like take everything off and do it like like a meticulous, anal retentive madman?
Yes, exactly. But unfortunately, I wouldn't recommend this guy anymore.
Tell me what's going on.
Yeah, he painted one of my basses from a long time ago, and then he offered to paint another guitar. Long story short, he basically has disappeared with it.
Uh-oh. How much is the guitar worth?
It's really not worth all the lot. It's more sentimental. My drummer had it when he was a kid. He gave it to me to refurbish. I completely refurbished it and gave it to this gentleman to paint, and he kept giving me excuses and then just stopped returning my messages, and now the guitar has disappeared.
Oh, man. Okay.
And I talked to the police department in Lakewood. They switched me over to the sheriff's department. The sheriff's department said it's a civil matter.
Yeah, it kind of is. Now, Chance, let's take some information, and perhaps somebody can help us track him down. So hold on, and we will do that. Also, Benny's on the phone. He has wants to discuss something, and we're asking anyone with a problem, a question, or a complaint to give us a call on anything. Career, buying and selling, you got ripped off at a car dealer, or maybe a contractor, whatever it is, we would love to help you. Now, speaking of which, there is another helpline available, and that's the Raleigh House. For anyone familiar with addiction, you know the very first thing you need if you're an addict, or especially if you're in the family of an addict, or they're in your circle of friends, what's the very first thing you need? Information. Answers. You have all kinds of questions. How did it start? How long has it been going on? How bad is it? They're not going to tell you. You need to know what to look out for. What kind of treatment is available? The Raleigh House, of course, is one treatment, but they have other programs available, and they know about other programs. They'll answer all of your questions confidentially, unbiasedly. 720-893-5559. There is no charge. They will tell you anything you need to know about addiction, insurance, the health, all of the things surrounding an addict. And by the way, this movie called A Beautiful Boy, oh my God, does it show what addiction can do to a family. It's an incredible movie. The Raleigh House's number, 720-893-5559.
I gotta go check this out today, man.
What's that, Mark?
Amazon store open today. A store in Park Meadow. An Amazon store.
I've only seen one in Chicago.
It's the second one. This one
what I
right
want
here.
you to do. I swear to God, it's almost exaggerated. You have to point that directly at your mouth and talk like this. Because otherwise, people aren't going to hear it, and I want to get maximum results. Now, it's very simple. On, and then off. And then only turn it off when we're done talking, not when we have, like, I don't want you to go, hello, how you doing? Turn it off. How are you doing, Pastor Owen? Turn it on. You don't have to do that. But at the end of the conversation, turn it off.
You want to meet over
So,
there
I want you to
after
get close.
you get the tires?
So, let me show you.
What's that?
No, he's talking to us. Get up closer. Right there. Isn't that a pain in the butt? That's what you got to do.
So I got to push
Oh,
this.
which is it? The Park Meadow?
And we want to talk. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
And the talk
Oh, that's
part.
perfect.
What's that, Mark? Oh, is it miles?
No. We're getting some snow tires on right next to where this Amazon thing opened up.
Oh, cool. Mark, what kind of a store is it?
I'll tell you. I don't know.
Warehouse?
No, this is a storefront. It's got
Inside
some
the
different
mall.
books. It's pretty cool. But I
You
don't
were
think
in
it's going to
one?
last. Yeah.
I'm picturing like a sharper image or something.
Or is it more like, what's it like?
It's kind of like a Barnes & Noble's, but much, much smaller than the one we saw.
That would suck.
But it's just a variety of different things, some toys, books.
God, I
games.
was envisioning a like an IKEA more than anything.
No.
Why would they go to?
It was weird when we saw it in
Brick and
Chicago
mortar.
that it was. We thought it was kind of different.
Why would they do it?
They dominate that space so well and so much.
I found some pictures. You're right. I see what you're saying. It's almost like kind of almost even like an Apple store in a weird way.
Ish.
Yeah. Amazon 4 stars or above, top seller. Now, are the pricings cheap?
You know what? I didn't pay attention to a lot of the pricing.
I wonder if they have a lot of their private brand shit, the Amazon, whatever they call it.
Yeah, they did.
I get like their cables, their phone cases. The Amazon brand is dirt cheap and it's good stuff, man. Book bags.
Do they just private label other products?
Yeah, I guarantee they do. It's
They're
the
not.
same. No, it's not their manufacturing by any means. Although maybe on some stuff they went that far, but I don't think so. Maybe on cables they did, because it's not the cheapest way to do cables would go to China, give them how you want to build, and bring them in. So
Yeah.
maybe they do on some stuff.
Yeah.
But on backpacks and stuff like that, I doubt it.
You said they've only got 2 stores?
Yep, this is the second one open in the country, it says.
Interesting.
Yeah, Y Park Meadows of all the places.
Yeah.
And it's 4,000 square feet.
That's bigger than, well...
That's not that big.
They're not, the store we were in wasn't that big. But it was kind of a cool store.
I mean, it's...
When I thought of it, I said, this concept, I don't see it working.
4,000.
Why would they do it?
I don't even think a Walgreens. Walgreens is probably maybe
bigger than
4,000. You think so?
We don't have
Okay.
anything.
I was just gonna
there's some.
You know, with all the Sears and
Wrong address.
I think Jason
And I
and
wanna
Denny's will
put- I
be the
wanna
next.
put it
There's going to
on-
be
so
some
you got these
big
big
box
down,
shit open.
And so when you talk, I'd like
So
to
I
put
wonder
on
what's going to go into like Sears
I just
across
like
the
to cut
country.
it out.
They're not going to come out of this chapter
I can
11.
cut it out.
Retail really needs a refurbishing. But you know, I have to tell you something.
Why though?
I
Why just not get it delivered? My God, why do anything?
So are we going to get Amazon now? Sorry, Tom, you're talking. Go.
Well, I was just going to talk about it's tactile.
You want to touch it, feel it.
A lot of sometimes you know, but I really detest the idea of going somewhere and doing all that, then ordering somewhere else. Not that it's not perfectly legal and smart, but there's something fundamentally wrong when we don't support retail, but retail has to change.
Yeah.
But online isn't everything either. I mean,
Walmart's the one doing it better than anybody. They're doing everything, man. They're
You have
copying
to have a
Amazon. They have the retail footprint. They're doing the free
have to have
shipping,
a
the
combination.
distribution, the
You have
groceries.
to have a combination, right?
Oh man, you have to.
And people,
If we didn't live where we did, I guarantee our groceries would be delivered just on a
and people are talking about profit. Like, well, how much profit? What the fuck do you care? I mean, people have to work.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's got to work. If it doesn't,
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Pro Auto Care is your car nanny. If you need help, Pro Auto Care, 303 Pro Auto, 2 locations. Evans and I-25, Bowles and Santa Fe. Don't take this lightly. Roadside assistance in between every repair. You are part of their family. And don't take it lightly that they text you reminders of everything your car needs based on the VIN. 303 Pro Auto. It's that simple. Or 303proauto.com. In business like 26 years. Al now broke in his son, and they have a whole crew of ASC certified techs. That's 303 Pro Auto. Let's talk about your problems, questions, and complaints. We're going to try to track down Chance. The guy, Chance's problem. Chance is the guy that he had a guitar being painted by this clown who disappeared. Now, Chance, let's go and find out all about this guy that took your guitar and ran. This is not unlike people who do consignment with people and they leave, but your guitar was more sentimental than anything, but we still want to try to track him down. First, what is his full name?
His name is Matt Reinhardt.
Reinhardt?
Yes.
R-E-I-N?
H-E-R-T.
Okay. Reinhardt. Okay, so where was he located? Where was his place?
He owns a company in Broomfield called Strictly Customs.
Is Strictly Customs still there?
Yes. As far as I know online, it is. And he's constantly posting pictures at his shop of him
So
painting
he didn't
cars.
disappear. He's there. Strictly Customs in Broomfield.
Correct.
Okay, so did you take a ride up?
Oh, yeah. The doors are never open. There's never anybody there.
But he has new pictures being posted.
Yeah, he posts pictures of him painting cars and stuff like that in his shop, though, so I know he's there at some point.
Okay, so we have Matt Reinhardt, Strictly Customs, Broomfield. What was the phone number, or what is the phone number up there?
Unfortunately, it's in my phone, and I can't look at it while I'm on the phone with
Okay.
you. She had it in the email. She's calling him right now.
Okay, we're calling him right now, Suzanne. We got the number. Okay. And does he have any other businesses or business names?
No, not that I know of. It's just that one company.
Okay, you left a message, Suzanne?
I sure did.
Okay. Let's do this. We're going to put out the word now, and then we're going to stay in touch with you. And we also left a message. You just, at this point, want your guitar back, right?
Exactly, that's it. And you know, as I said in the email, he's obviously kind of full of it, because at one point he was telling me the guitar was 90% complete, and then when I started bugging him about getting the guitar back a year later, he said that he was going to mail it to me and it was going to come back exactly in the condition that I gave it to him.
Did he charge you any money?
No. And the first guitar, he said that he wanted me to pay for materials, and then when he gave
No,
it
but
to
you
me,
never,
he said, "Don't worry about it."
you paid for the first guitar to be painted. How much?
No, I didn't pay for it. That was a gift from him. He asked if he could do it, and I let him. And then the next one, I said I was going to pay him for it. And then after 6 months of not getting the guitar back, he said it was on him. He said that he wasn't going to charge me because it was taking so long.
And now you can't even find him.
And now, yeah, I can't find him to get the guitar back.
All right. So, if anyone knows Strictly Customs in Broomfield, Matt Reinhardt, give us a call. Suzanne, let's mark this as a follow-up, okay? 303-713-TALK is our number. Mark,
when's the last time you were excited to go see a store? The Amazon store opened in Park Meadows today.
That's one... What is an Amazon store?
Well, our guest has been there before. I don't even know.
We didn't introduce Shane yet. Shane Karen, one of the owners at Zero Res of Denver. What is it? Have you seen?
It's actually a pretty cool concept. We were back in Chicago and went into one. I think it said, Mark, there's like a 4,000 or 5,000 square foot.
Are there like kiosks? Is it like an Apple store? Like, is it stark like that?
No, not quite that stark. But they had their books, their toys, different things. I think it was an introduction to lead you onto their online shopping and get you.
That's what I was going to say.
They only sell products that says 4 stars or higher.
That's right.
Okay, and in the store, anything available at Amazon is available, but you probably walk into that store and simply end up.
You can still buy stuff right then and there too.
Oh no, it looks like a retail point.
You can buy stuff there, most definitely.
But I'm wondering how much they actually stock.
I can't wait to see it. We're going to check it.
It didn't look like they could stock too much. It wasn't like a warehouse space in the back or something like that.
Isn't it weird though? Amazon, the company that went after the brick and mortars, are now opening up brick and mortars.
Why? I have a theory on that, and I swear to you, I have predicted trends so far in advance. But I see a trend now that isn't so great. We're going to talk about. Shane is with Zero Res of Denver. Be listening for a special. He's going to collect food for those in need and distribute them to some food banks, and one of them will be Pastor Lawrence East Denver Bible Baptist Church, as well as some other places. And what do they have to do to get the food?
So,
I mean, to get the
special.
And what do they have to do with food?
So they just need to donate canned goods. We want them that they're not expired, right?
Right.
Give us stuff that's practical, that's usable,
non-perishable
canned food.
But first, you have a deal for them, and then you sweeten the deal. So explain the whole thing.
So we're doing 3 areas for $129 right now.
Okay.
For the month of November. You donate canned goods, and we will do the 4th area absolutely free. That's a $55 value. That for donating canned goods.
Wow, okay.
You get it a 4th area absolutely free, no charge.
So 4 areas for $129.
That's basically what you're getting. 4 areas for $129. It's the best deal that we've had all year.
Right.
But more importantly than that, Tom, is we want to give back. Last month we did a breast cancer awareness.
Good.
Where we had people nominate others on our website, and then we'll give $3,000 worth of cleaning to those that we choose or that deserve that cleaning. So we're trying to give more back.
Those in need. So here's the deal. Zero Res of Denver, that's ZeroResDenver.com. Zero Res is going to do 3 areas for $129, and then the 4th area you get basically free. But all you have to do is donate a canned good or 2 or 3 or a dozen, whatever you want to do. You donate food, unperishable, canned goods, and you get the 4th area thrown in. So you get 4 areas basically for $129 and a few cans of food. 303-471-5150. 303-471-5150.
Hey, Pastor Lauren, I got a question for you.
A very quick one.
What is the absolute worst canned food you get donated? Like a can of pumpkin filling? What's the one that people give you that's worthless?
Or that you can't use? I bet you he uses everything.
Yeah, I can't think of one that's not usable unless it's, like he said, so far outdated. You can't do anything with it. A lot of people do that. Or if those cans are damaged, if you can push them in from the top or the bottom, if they're moving, then you better throw it away.
Or bloated.
Yeah.
Bloated. So we'll talk about Pastor Lauren's efforts. We love this time of year because people's attention is turned toward giving. And so, I don't care if it's only one time a year you do it. Let's do it. It's better than nothing, right? Bright Light Chiropractic. If you're introducing your family to chiropractic, I can think of no other place, no better place. Here's the quick message. Dr. Mike Hederscheit runs Bright Light Chiropractic for the whole family. He has adopted this form of this technique called torque release technique that does not require a lot of twisting and jarring. It's the way to introduce yourself to chiropractic, or if you're into chiropractic, you will appreciate it with direct, targeted, gentle adjustments. 720-583-4506. It's only $50 for a complete evaluation with x-rays. 720-583-4506. And then it's brightenyourfamily.com. Find out more.
Oh, he spells customs differently, doesn't he? Is it Mr. K?
Is sponsored by
Strictly Customs?
Travel across the metro area.
That's odd if he does.
Good shape right now.
I think he does. It's in Broomfield?
Reported on or off the highways across town. Just a few minor delays here and there. Westbound by 70 a bit slow in the elevated portion. Southbound by 25 slow. South of by 70 traveling down towards Spear, so watch out for that. Off highway, watch out for big delays on Santa Fe either side of Dartmouth due to construction in that section. The weather forecast. Well, it's going to be mostly sunny today. Nice with a high near 54. Tonight, mostly cloudy overnight, a low 36. Tomorrow, sunny, warmer, a high of 62. Right now, mostly cloudy and 43 in Denver. With your traffic and weather, I'm Keith Wagner. 6:30 K-How.
Make Burlington your coat headquarters for your family and save up to 65%.
Now, I'll keep Walmart for a while. I think long term, one of the trends too is when everybody else is struggling, Walmart a lot of times will be the only stock up for the day. But then it goes the other way. When big retail like Macy's and shit have a good quarter, Walmart
goes down.
Dr. Mike Hederscheit.
Yeah. I think the philosophy is when the economy is bad, which it hasn't been for a while, Walmart goes up.
Hey guys, please let me know if you want a piece of pie or anything. It's in there from Pastor Lauren's wife.
Well, awesome. Thanks so much.
You want some?
I'm okay. No thanks.
Okay.
Not right now.
Right from their apple trees.
Sweet.
This sweet.
We have found our business does better in a down economy.
I wonder why. Because they're not buying new cars.
People are not replacing, they maintain.
Makes
and
sense.
so when the economy is down, our business does much better.
In Highlands Ranch,
Makes sense.
720-583-4506. Finally, the real deal in chiropractic. 720-583-4506. BrightenYourFamily.com. What do I always say about Art of Granite that I love? You can get prices on the phone. Think about that. You call up, give measurements, you can send him a photo. He'll give you prices.
So do you guys think the polls are wrong on the midterms?
I don't know for donation.
Well, they're saying, right, the Democrats are going to take back, they're going to win. Just like they did with the presidential election, they were dead.
They're only going to they're not going to take the House and Senate, though.
I think they are.
I think it'll be split.
You think they will? And that's what the polls are saying, but I think the polls, again, are going to be dead wrong.
It'll be 1-1.
I know there's a lot of bullshit going on here, Mark. There's two schools of thought. People inside the ballot box will vote differently than they might say.
Yes.
Because they're secretly
Yes.
But they don't want to really.
They don't want to broadcast that.
This is the only time in history where I find people are not proud to say who they support when it comes to Trump. No one talks about that.
But yet they
but you killed it, right?
Mark, when you say the general consensus is they try to make people feel ashamed for endorsing Trump, it's it's almost, for example, like in some political ads, they say, he supports President Trump. It's like, President Trump is the president.
Well, you listen to most of those ads, and they're asinine as all get out. What they say in most political ads on TV right now.
You know, they're all...
There's no way the Dems will take both, though. They're not going to have the House.
I hear that true support for Trump is only 30%.
That's not what the presidential poll, even on CNN, says.
No, for sure.
He's higher than Obama was at this time.
Yeah. I hear he's the lowest rated president of all time.
See, I think that's
Nixon was way up there.
I think that's crap, even against Obama.
I don't even know where you get this info. That's not what even the polls say.
I think CNN is full of crap.
He's getting me going is all he's doing, damn it.
Seth Meyers says,
killing me.
Seth Meyers.
You got to look at a closer look.
CNN. What do they call it? The Cartoon Network?
MSNBC says.
That's Clinton Network.
Oh, the Clinton Network. I've stopped listening to most of it because it's horrible. I just can't stand it on both sides.
God, I am so like you, and
I quit listening.
I found myself going literally back to Howard Stern in the car now. I can't listen to any of it.
I can't go there.
I need stupidity.
No, it's hard. It's hard. No matter what side you're on, it's hard.
Oh, it's just it's so cutthroat. It's so nasty.
But Mark, what I'm saying,
Go ahead.
No, I'm serious. It's become derogatory to say you support your president.
Well, of course it is. That's why I never wear my mega hat after that car wash.
It has become a symbol of hate. I'm Tom Martino. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. artofgranite.net. Remember that name if you want savings in kitchen countertops, because all they do is charge for installation and fabrication. They do not charge for tear out and haul away. They do not charge, and I mean they don't charge. No, it's not even built into the cost. They make a profit, and well, of course it's kind of built in, meaning they don't lose money, but the fabrication and installation is truly what he assesses. And if you want to prove that to yourself, you can get a price on the phone. Because the tear out and haul away doesn't matter. He does the bathroom free when you do the kitchen. And also, he only charges wholesale on the materials. 303-386-5919. Get your price. 303-386-5919. artofgranite.net. Look, we're having a discussion here on everything. And the Amazon thing is a strange thing. It is something that is taking over, just like Google did in the search world and in the ad world online, and now Facebook, of course, has a good chunk of that. But with Amazon, they have a presence with Whole Foods, now with retail outlets, and they're also online, they're mega giants. So while this is all good news for consumers, we all love it, and Walmart's getting into the game too, truly, we are going to be faced in the future with some problems. And it's not something that I think we need to control. I'm just saying it's going to happen. We're going to have some serious problems when it comes to choice and competition. It's just going to happen. Never before see, technology never allowed people to get so big that they could snuff out everyone. In the past, free enterprise took care of itself because there were just natural limits. Now there are no natural limits. As soon as you get a foothold, there is nothing preventing you from growing and growing and growing, and it becomes increasingly difficult to compete with that to a point where it's damn near impossible. If you're a retailer, if you supply a product or a service and you don't go with Amazon, where do you get your traffic? It costs you way too much. Now, Amazon might tell you you're going to make way less, but we're going to sell and take care of everything for you. So a map maker, we talked to one who walks the paths and does hiking maps. She used to sell them for a certain amount and made a little amount, and now she's selling them for way less and still making a little amount, but she has to do less work. And basically Amazon has taken care of the entire back-end operation for this retailer. Now that appears to be a good thing, but there's something going on in the background that could be a doom for the economy as we go on. I'll explain it coming up. Lance, you have a car insurance claim. What's going on?
Yeah, so my car was totaled I disagreed with what they were going to send me.
And who is they? Is it your company or the other?
The insurance company.
Is it your insurance company or the other insurance company?
Mine.
Okay. Was it a collision?
No.
What was it?
My daughter drove essentially through a fence.
Okay. So your daughter drove through a fence, the car is totaled, you disagree with the amount. Okay, so what do you need from us?
So what I'm wondering is the amount that they were going to give me for the vehicle was going to be $1,000 minus our deductible. So
Wait. What year is this car?
The 2013 Chevy Cruze.
Wait,
RS.
20 Cruze, and how much did you say they're offering you?
$1,000 minus the deductible.
Wait.
How many miles are
How many miles? 600,000 or what? Well, how many miles on this?
No, there's about 50,000 miles on it. Now, I did purchase it hail damage.
Okay.
So
well,
it's salvaged.
Well, was it? But well, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. They don't mark it salvaged, but it could have been totaled. What was the total amount of the damage claim before that hail damage?
So they said that the vehicle was worth $10,000, and then they deducted $9,000.
I'm asking you, how much was the hail damage claim originally? Do you know?
I don't know. I bought it that way.
Okay. And how much did you pay for it at the time?
$7,000.
Was it new?
No, it was used.
How many miles on it?
When I bought it, 25.
Who'd you buy it from?
Patriot Motors.
So it was a dealer who bought it at auction, and it probably had been totaled. You paid $7,000 from a dealer. And go ahead now, they're saying it's worth $1,000, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what we have to figure out is, what is a hail damaged car worth? I mean, we really do. So hold on, and let's get somebody on who might be able to help us. 303-713-TALK, maybe someone from Purifoy for a Chevrolet, and talk about hail damage and stuff. Let's do that, or someone else, whatever we can get. 303-713-8255. Coming up, we will give you direct information on how you can help with food drives with East Denver Bible Baptist Church. Let's talk about John Fuller. He is an attorney at law on my referral list at referralist.com, and he is a personal injury
attorney.
That was awesome.
Hurt in an automobile accident or in any other way, and you're wondering, is this?
It was $1,000 plus the deductible.
So it's $2,000. They're valuing the car.
If they have $1,000 deductible, they might have had more bidders.
Someone else's fault.
Why did he have full coverage on a piece of crap car like that?
I don't want to go through all of that. You know, John Fuller is someone you should talk to. It's free of charge, it's complimentary. If he takes the case, it's only payable if he wins, and it's a small percentage of what he collects. If someone is irresponsible, if someone is negligent,
what would you say the best way to help homeless people
why should you be the one to suffer? Don't feel guilty.
Well, what we're doing now is we're trying to bring them in, bring them in on a regular basis to the church every Sunday if we're able to get
Okay, Mark. Why did Nikki Haley resign from the UN?
I believe that a lot of them do.
Why did she? Yeah. She said about a year ago she was going to. I don't think there's anything really negative about it. I think she just wants time at home. But maybe
she'll make a run.
I don't think she'll make a run. I think working for this current administration has got to be the craziest shit ever. How the press secretary does it, I have no idea.
I think she does awesome.
She does the best job ever. I'm just saying, I'm pretty tough, man. I don't think. I'm telling you, that would be the hardest job out there.
She does, baby. I'm surprised she's lasted as long as she has. But
she does great. She's the best I've
I
ever
thought
seen.
Nikki Haley was unbelievable.
Oh, she's done great things.
She's unbelievable.
She speaks the message from the
My
president
wife, a lot of times,
perfectly,
as much as she can,
without
carry something in the car, so she
having
doesn't
his
give out
little,
the she doesn't give out stuff.
yeah, I mean, she really does. She does great. She actually brings the exact messaging without the bullshit. I think she's bold. But I do not think it's a,
Because I think everybody.
I think she really did say about a year ago, this is going to be a one-year gig. So, but I think it's still shocking when it happens when people do it. What did he do? Does she not like Trump anymore?
Yeah, I'm not saying there's something behind the scenes, but I just wondered if she thought she would have a shot at taking a run this president.
I wonder if Sessions would be
So to
fine.
get some change in attitude a little bit, that's what we're working on.
Very well could be.
I don't think he's very good.
Well, I was surprised that Matt Dog Mattis,
Yeah.
that there's as much controversy in the administration with him. I thought he was pretty solid dude.
I think he's really solid. I like him.
I saw though a picture of him the other day. The bags under his eyes are like massive.
Yeah.
That dude has got to just be really bragged.
The best way to help poor people is make it uncomfortable to be poor.
There's a little bit to that.
I think.
So they had it way back then. They seen
I agree with you on the polls, though. It's going to be more red than they think.
I agree with that.
I'm not saying there's not going to be really close. I think most people will get out. This caravan working its way down is good.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to make it to the border.
Oh, they're breaking up pretty quick.
Yeah, the organizer said that the buses they had fell apart.
Well, they thought the country of Mexico was going to provide buses. That would have been unbelievable. That would be so stupid.
Oh, they'd get lit up for that. Well, if you look at FoxNews.com, there's people riding on it looks like a fuel truck.
Yeah, they've been riding on everything.
I hate that feeling.
Oh yeah. You imagine that in the United States, people ride like that, going down the highway. The driver would get arrested. I mean, it would be unbelievable.
I will still be in here for probably an hour. So
This guy who's frying, his last meal is pickled pig knuckles.
Where's he getting the death penalty?
Tennessee. He chooses in Tennessee. This guy's frying, I guess, tonight. Tennessee death row inmate chooses pickled pig knuckles and tails as last meal. Jeez.
That's not a bad job.
Oh, he's going to the electric chair. God, that'd be the worst.
How long has he been on death row?
Related to substance abuse, please know
1960.
Seriously? They've established a special number.
40? What is that? What is he? He should be dead already.
Well, he must have been crazy young.
Oh, no. He's the second person to be put to death since 1960. Let me see.
I'm not speaking to morality or justification.
I might be totally wrong.
For 34 years he's been on death row. Oh, it sits well with me if it was my kid or somebody.
I know them to be able to ride them.
Why does it not sit well with you?
They interviewed one person.
What he said, obviously,
if it was your kid.
Or even not, even your kid.
Something you're a
but
cat.
still, even then, I swear to God, I don't know. There's something just inside me that just feels wrong. And I
like that.
I don't know.
Fox.
I wouldn't hesitate to blow somebody away if they're threatening my life or my children.
You remember those nuns
But
that
after the fact,
remember those nuns that chained themselves to like a nuclear thing in Pennsylvania years ago? They interviewed some people, and they were so anti-death penalty. The guy asked them this question: if there was a time machine and you could go back in history and kill Hitler and put him through the death penalty, would you do it? They said no. So they
just flat out stupid.
It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. But some people draw the line. It doesn't matter what it is; there will be no death penalty in their mind, no matter how heinous the crime.
I would kill them to come back.
You know what it is? Don't feel bad. Neither do most real estate brokers.
If you can go back in time and know what he's going to do, well, that's a no-brainer. Of course you would fucking kill him.
That's the whole reason that statement was crazy. They said they wouldn't.
If you knew what he was going to do,
yes, go back in time. They know what it is.
Or Stalin. I mean, Hitler was nothing compared to Stalin.
The little babies being held in the gas chamber.
Of course, I know, and they say no. There's no death penalty.
Are you familiar with Bonhoeffer? He's a pastor in Germany that tried to be a part of the assassination of Hitler.
Oh, did it not work out?
No, it didn't work out.
Well, I guess we knew that.
You know, he ended up losing his
Didn't they make a...
Okay, guys.
Was there a part of a movie to that?
Was that the Brad?
I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter this hour, brought to you by David Salisbury, attorney at law, someone that we all need for estates, probate, trusts, wills, flat rate pricing, wills starting at $500 or $600 and going on up, and you get a flat rate up front. Hey, that's what this consumer show's about, is making recommendations. I do want to get right to the phones, okay? So bear with me here. David Salisbury, by the way, you can find him on the referral list at referralist.com. And I have to tell you, it is so important to take care of this now for your children and your loved ones, okay? And flat rate pricing on everything. If you want a trust, a couple grand. If you want something, he'll tell you the price and do it all. 720-493-3911. 720-493-3911, David Salisbury. We have with us today Zero Res of Denver doing a special. And the reason I'm talking about this now is because I want you to donate food, okay? The fourth, here's what happens. 3 areas for $129. That's just an extraordinary deal. 3 areas, $129, from one of the best systems for cleaning carpet in the world, because it's empowered water, and it's just a great way to go. No soaps, emulsifiers, no chemicals at all. ZeroResDenver.com. ZeroResDenver.com. So 3 areas for $129. To get a 4th area at no charge, you just have to donate some canned food goods. They're going to distribute those goods. One of the places they're distributing them is Pastor Lauren. Pastor Lauren, how long you been doing this, feeding the hungry?
This is 21 years.
Your main ministry is helping and feeding people, right?
Yes.
That's your main ministry. Do you ask any questions at all when they come in?
No.
Do they
they when they first come in, they get a food. We do, we are an agency of the Food Bank of the Rockies, so we do ask for ID after, not the first time though. But
what's the ID for?
Just to prove that they're who they say they are.
Okay, I mean,
we have records that we keep for the food bank. So.
Yeah, but there's no qualification.
No qualification.
You don't ask how much they make.
No.
You don't ask if they're a believer.
No.
That's not even a requirement. It is not.
It is
Obviously, you're trying to spread a Christian love. Okay, you're trying to show by example, but you're not captive. You're not capturing these people and taking advantage of their hunger to get them into your service.
No, we're not, and we take it to them a lot of the times too. So
okay, and we've done that, and you're asking not just for food, but for help. What kind of help do you need?
Well, we're getting ready for our 21st annual outreach. That's November 17th and the 21st. So some of the things.
Saturday is the 17th.
From 11 to 4.
Okay.
And then Wednesday from 11 to 4, the day before Thanksgiving.
And you're asking for volunteers who can do what?
They can drive, they can help distribute the meals, throw away the garbage.
What about working in the kitchen?
They can work in the kitchen, they can help
Suzanne,
make food
did you
boxes.
work in the kitchen, you and Maddie?
Oh, yeah. Yes,
okay.
Adeline. Yeah,
Adeline is
sure
what I meant.
did.
I don't know why I said Maddie. Yeah, so you and Addie worked there, and then Miles and Mark went out on the road. I went on the road with my son. My daughter worked in the kitchen. We will have... It's so much fun. And when you see the faces, oh my God, of the people that you're helping, I have never seen more appreciative people. It's a good thing, right?
Say those dates again, Tom.
All right, the 16th, right? No, 17th. Saturday the 17th. Saturday the 17th from 11 to 4. So if you can help. And then Wednesday, right before Thanksgiving, the 21st, it's going to be from 1 to 3. Distributing meals.
No, it's 11 to 4.
Okay, I'm sorry. Then I have to correct.
Wow, wrong dates, wrong time.
No, Suzanne, it's Wednesday. It says Wednesday from 1 to 3. It's 11 to 4 both days. Okay, 11 to 4.
You going to have the clothes drive too?
We do have. We already got that, and we also on the Sunday at church we give out the food boxes.
Okay, all right. So here's the thing: East Denver Bible Baptist Church. Their location. I don't have any. What's the address?
5500 East 26th Avenue, Denver.
Okay.
Basically Hudson and.
I'll be better prepared
East
next
26th.
time you're on. Okay. So 5500 East 26th Avenue, and that is the the Wednesday before Thanksgiving or the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And Saturday the 17th, they really need some help, and it's from 11 to 4. And if you want to drive and deliver meals, they tell you where to go and how to do it. Also, if you want to work in the kitchen, and of course if you want to donate food, what kinds of foods do you really fall short with?
Cranberry sauce, turkey gravy, desserts.
What about the turkeys themselves? How do you
we can use a few of them. We've got some people helping us there, but
actual turkeys frozen.
Yes.
Okay.
So if there's something, if a turkey comes in early, then we got time to cook it. If it gets there late, then we'll put it in the food box on Sunday. So either way,
butter, margarine, turkeys, turkey gravy, cranberry sauce, canned vegetables, and of course juices, drinks of all kinds, soda, milk, coffee. It's plasticware.
You know what I found last year?
Paper plates, paper goods, yes.
Last year when we were picking people up, we'd go down to the Denver shelter, pick them up in that bus of yours, and then bring them up. You know what they were more afraid of than anything? You're saying, hey, come with... They were terrified you wouldn't bring them back. The homeless are terrified they don't get back. I mean, it's a fear I just never...
What, to their corner? To their corner?
To wherever you picked them up at, their corner. And it's amazing. That was the biggest fear to get them over.
Motel room. Little tiny kids living in a motel room. We do not understand how people have it, just a day-to-day life.
Oh, you get a good picture of it if you go down and help.
Now,
that's crazy.
We're going to get to all of you on the phone. Okay, so just... do you want to give out a phone number for more information? Can we give out...
Yes, my phone number is 303-916-3246. My wife's Kathleen, and
all right, we're going to do it slower, okay? So now Pastor Lauren's number again. 303-916-3214. Now we'll give out the other number.
No.
That was Kathleen's you just gave. That's okay, though.
Okay,
that'll work.
916-3214?
That's Kathleen's.
Okay.
And mine is 3246, same number.
Well, okay. I got this sheet is completely wrong. I'm sorry.
That's
Everything on the sheet is wrong. Okay. So, okay. I'd like to get another one if I could. Okay. We're going to give out that information once again if you want to help people. Monty, what's going on with you, Monty? What's happening?
Well, I sent you the letter about Burrell Roofing. I upgraded my roof.
How'd you find the roofing company?
I'm a third-generation native, my wife and I are, and through word of mouth, I picked a guy, with all the hailstorms, we replaced the roof twice, and we all decided in the neighborhood to go with a concrete roof and a high-end one, so we went with Burrell after all the research.
And you're saying Pharrell, F as in Frank? Give me the name. Pharrell? Did you say Pharrell?
Yeah, B-O-R.
Oh, V as in Victor, right?
No, B as in boy.
B as in boy. Burrell.
They're very big. They're very big. They're in about 9 or 10 states.
Okay. And, so what went wrong with Burrell Roofing?
Well, after it was put on, it started effervescent, is what they call it.
What does that mean?
The concrete, it's outgassing. And so my first question to them, with my years of working as an independent rep in the manufacturing side, I worked for GE RTVs. They wanted to come out and code it. So they brought this guy in.
Can I ask you something, Monty? What are the symptoms or the outward manifestations of outgassing on a roof? What do you see from the ground?
Well, it started looking blotchy, and it didn't look good at all. It was horrible.
I got you.
They kept telling me it was gonna dissipate. Well, after a few months, and we did our research. I talked to several people, on walking in our neighborhood.
Why is it called? What causes this outgassing?
Well, they claim, it's obviously a compound mixture on concrete, and it does happen. But the severity of this, and then I started getting some corners falling off onto the upper deck and in the driveway.
Wow!
Long story short, they brought a guy out from California, and the guy told me he'd been doing it over 30 years. And I was interested because I worked for GE.
Okay, he was doing it more than... Hold on. You didn't finish that part, though. He was doing it more than 40 years and...
over 30 years.
Oh, and
for Burrell,
and
said it usually contains it. And so I looked at the mixture and everything.
What
and
usually he said the sealing will contain it.
It was basically a paint. All they were doing is paint it to match what it was.
That sucks.
With the UV color.
Well, you don't want to. You don't want to do that. I mean, Monty, the whole idea of stone and concrete's roof is non-maintenance and consistency. But I have a few very quick questions. How much was the entire contract for you?
40-some thousand. So we took. I don't know.
That's all I need to know. For around 40,000. Did your neighbors have the same problem? Can we turn that mic off, please?
Nobody, but about 3 blocks away, I hooked up with this guy, and he used them, and he had the same issue. They coated his at the same time. So now, one of the tiles was sliding out. I kept seeing little chips and everything fall on the deck, like I said. They came out freight roofing, which has been up at board about it. The young guy came off the roof and said, "You got about 40 or so tiles there broken. They're broke bad. They're cracked." And he had all kinds of pictures.
Is that part of the outgassing, the broken? I mean, or is it just?
Well,
go ahead.
I would assume it's back to the issue with the lot and batch number. They broke and they separated. And
all right, so Monty, you have made your case that you have a defective roof. What I need to know, and we really need to know, what does this company say they're going to do for you? First, the manufacturer is who?
Is Burrell here in Denver.
Oh,
they make them
wait, they make them plus they install them.
No, Fraley is the roofer I chose because he put on an asphalt roof on the house a few years prior.
Does Burrell say it's their problem?
No, they said, "Oh, this happens, and we're gonna replace just the ones that are broke."
What does Fraley say? What does Fraley say about it?
Fraley. Never heard such craziness.
All right. Did you hire Fraley first, or did you hire Burrell first?
I hired Fraley with the intentions he was a Burrell preferred installer, and it has nothing to do with him. It has everything to do with Burrell. They did their up end, and they actually came back and told me when he came off the roof, you got some problems. And Randy Fraley is flat out told me he's never seen anything like that in all his years.
All right. Listen, you don't want to hear this, but Fraley is as much responsible to you as Burrell is. I mean, I know that you want to make it Burrell too, but if Burrell doesn't come through, I mean, if Fraley took this job and Fraley bought the roofing, or did you buy the roofing direct and have Fraley install it?
Fraley is the installer, and he is the preferred contractor.
What we need to do is we need to get an expert opinion on if it is defective. I mean, is it blotchy in so many places that this thing could not be made right?
No, they have over 40 to 50 cracked tiles, and I said, well,
that's terrible.
And it will never match. I've been
I agree.
On UV coat.
Do you have photographs that you sent to us?
I can do that.
I'd like to see some photographs that would show this, medium, wide, close-ups, whatever. But hold on, and let's address this coming up. I'm Tom Martino with more of the Troubleshooter Show coming right up.
You've got to really watch the microphones, okay? You've got to watch the microphones. There is nothing that sounds worse than having a microphone on with people talking, okay? It just, the numbers are wrong. I mean,
that's corrected, though.
Okay, are these the right numbers? What that one is? And that one. Okay. First one's white. Where did we get all this information? Okay.
The weather forecast. Going to be mostly sunny today, warmer with a high near 54. Tonight, mostly cloudy in the overnight hours and a low around 36. Tomorrow, mostly sunny once again. Warmer with a high near 62. Right now, mostly cloudy skies and 45. Traffic and weather. I'm 6:30.
K-How.
It happens.
CC's new Meat-Eater and Supreme Endless Pan Pizza
It happens.
for a limited time.
Dan usually is
culprit. Starting at just $5.99 on the
Who's playing today?
Only at CC's.
Who is playing?
Participation
I gotta
do this. Good restrictions apply.
I've been hanging at the same level for weeks now, 26.
You know what we should do is we should do like a 6-game, not teaser, but 6-game review six parlay for like $20.
Those are rough.
$77
off. 720-526-3939.
Your money you should be donating versus gambling, Mark.
Yes, I do. I donate it right to my bank. So Oakland and 49ers.
Extraction, surgery, spacers, and expanders. When you can go
but it's a big rivalry.
Dentistry and new orthodontics. The only system I know of that addresses the root causes of crooked teeth, like tongue placement, mouth cleaning, jaw lines,
But they're getting rid of their people. They're looking at this as a rebuilding year.
So here's what I'm doing.
Dr.
I'm
Ken
doing a
Watson's
teaser.
treatments include
It's going to be Oakland plus 8.
I apologize for all the mess up here because I mean everything I said kept getting. I just felt so stupid at this point for just mentioning things. I want to make sure people get the right information because it's so hard to get people to respond anyway.
That one of the things I wanted to mention is if people are interested, putting it out front there, but we could use some help for flyers and a banner.
Okay, all right.
What do you mean flyers?
Advertise.
Like a sign company or something?
We just need every kind of help we
we
can
We
get.
need to pay to get it, the right dates on it. When we put out 5,000 to 10,000 flyers,
Everything on
that
that sheet. No, they took it from 2014.
Oh no.
She sent us the sheet from 2014.
It's dated.
But the important thing is that we get it out right.
I'm looking forward to seeing the stupid Amazon store. I can't believe I'm psyched on seeing a new store.
Is it just like a big Walmart?
No, it's lots.
Little, dude.
Very small.
You said 4,000
Okay, so what's so great about it then, I guess?
I don't know. I've never been in one. So shut your pie hole.
You guys want a piece of that?
No, I don't eat till 4.
But you should say have one later.
I don't eat sweets.
I know, but that's good pie.
Hey, I heard that you're starting yoga.
Yeah, he's really.
I've done it a few times.
Did you really?
You did hot yoga?
Hell no. I'm hot. So I guess, yeah, I do hot yoga. When I do yoga, it's hot.
I just was talking to somebody in the elevator coming up. They would love to have you do yoga.
If you refinance or you purchase and rates go down.
On air.
She does yoga constantly. Oh, I know, but she does it 4 or 5 times a week. Actually, if you include the time she does sculpt followed by hot yoga, you know, maybe 6 times a week. I don't want to get too limber.
Current and former Ford late.
I've never.
I don't want my tries like his. His tries are too low. If you ever heard of that? Most people are worried their tries are too high. His are too low.
Spectacular.
He had to get on BioT just to try to level them out.
They're spectacular tries.
735-5596. That's AutoAirbagSettlement.com or 1-888
AutoAirbagSettlement.com.
Ross Kaminsky, mornings 5 to 10.
A listener asked me, Ross,
I get on the treadmill though. I do treadmill.
I don't know if he has a 401k.
So let's ask
That's an
Rabbi
odd
Black
question.
Temple Emmanuel.
Where does that say?
805.
Number 2.
That is very bizarre.
You either know or you don't.
Ask HR, I guess.
Look at your paycheck.
Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Buy and Build, 4800 Washington Street. People do a lot of things right before the holidays. If you want to do it yourself, this is a great place to go for plumbing fixtures, lighting fixtures, cabinets, countertop material, floors. They have engineered floors, laminate floors, hardwood floors at prices that are literally pennies on the dollar. I mean, like 10 cents a square foot in some cases. It's one of the best places I've ever seen for browsing. Now, contractors goes there too, or you can send your contractor or handyman. Buyandbuild.net, 303. It's at 4800 Washington Street, by the way. and it's open like Monday through Saturday, but the hours are weird, so you might want to, check on the website, buyandbuild.net, 4800 Washington Street. Let's keep talking. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Tony, go ahead, sir. Oh, jeez, I can't believe it. I disconnected Tony by mistake. I hope to goodness he calls back. Ted, what's going on, sir? Are you there, Ted?
Oh, yeah, here I am.
What can I do to help you?
Yes, sir. Thanks for taking my call.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you if you could recommend somebody that could do cataract eye surgery.
Well, I would use Icon. I mean, it's a surgery. You need an ophthalmologist. And I love Icon Eye Care, because they do all kinds of eye care. So if you're going to get it, though, I would recommend. How old are you, Ted?
77.
Did you ever wear glasses?
No.
Oh, my God. You have never needed glasses?
No.
You are blessed. Honest to goodness. You never got to a point where the small print when you're reading you couldn't see?
No.
Wow. Wow!
Now I've gotten to the point where I have to use reading glasses to read.
Well, listen, man. You know what? Cataract surgery, you have to choose either near or far, or get the upgraded lens, which focuses both near and far. And that's just a personal preference. If you don't mind wearing readers, it's less expensive to get medium to long-range lenses, and then when you read up close, you wear readers. That's the least expensive option. But for an and Medicare pays for that. But if you want to upgrade to the lenses that focus, you just have to pay the extra amount. And I don't know. I think it's $1,000 more. I'm not sure. But IconEyecare.com would be where I go. Okay. Rod, welcome to the show. I'm Tom Martino. What's going on, Rod? Rod? I'm going to put it on hold just in case. Hey, Norm, what's going on with you, Norm?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
Thanks for keeping the scumbags in line, first of all.
Well, yeah, thank you very much for listening. What's going on with your 401k?
Hey, man. Okay, so back in 2000, it was a long time ago, 2007 or 8.
Yeah.
I worked for a company that had a 401k set up, and I got laid off, of course, never thought anything of it, and they went out of business. Does my 401k that I had there just disappear?
No, of course not. Now, well, there are a few answers to this. If you were not vested, meaning you did not get to keep the contributions, those go away, and you only get to keep your contributions. So what was the vesting period after which you got to keep the amount? Do you know?
Nah, it was about 10 years ago. I was still a stupid kid.
How long did you work there?
Well, okay, so I worked there for about a total of 8 years, but we were union for the first, 4 years. Does that matter?
No.
It was after I went non-union is when they started doing the 401k, I think.
All right, Norm. No, none of that matters. I just need to know, how many years do you think you participated?
In the 401?
Yeah.
4 years.
Okay. Most likely, you were probably right around either vesting or not. So the amount you get is going to depend on if you're vested. In any case, you're always entitled to the account, whatever is in the account. If there
What's the typical vesting period?
Well, I want to say they usually say 5 years. What is our plan?
Usually it's a percentage.
Ours is. I'm talking about the vesting period. 4 years?
I'm 100% vested after 6, or at 6 years.
Okay. Does it graduate up?
Yes, it does.
Okay. It depends on the plan, man. Norm, I will tell you this, though. The trustee, whoever holds the account will know. Do you know who the trustee is?
Yeah, like I said, I was a stupid kid.
Do you have any paperwork? Do you have any paperwork or statements whatsoever?
I have a check stub from way back in the day.
Well, what do you mean, a paycheck stub?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't tell you where it's going. You need to know.
Okay,
and what's the name of the company?
It was Trainer Glass.
Trainer. Do you know if anyone has those records?
Like I said, they went out of business, and I don't know who to go to.
Another question. How much did you contribute? Do you know? I mean, do you know how much came out of your pay?
I wish I could tell you, man.
Well, if you didn't contribute anything and you were not vested, okay.
I remember seeing it on the check.
Mark, where would you go? Where would you go from scratch? Where would you go?
I would call up someone like G.G. Wink or a bankruptcy attorney. See who didn't he say they went bankrupt? The company?
They just went out of business.
Did they go bankrupt or not?
Yes.
If they went bankrupt, I'd find the actual trustee, the bankruptcy trustee.
Oh, good idea.
And then figure out what happened to the 401k.
Now,
so my question is, how do I do that?
Well, winkandwink.com. I mean, really, you give them information on the company and the approximate years, and Mike or Gigi can find for you the bankruptcy filings, and they're all public records. You just look at them. It's 303-410-1720. winkandwink.com. They're really good at bankruptcies for individuals, 13s and 7s, but they know about all of the bankruptcies. Once you get the record, let's put it this way, once you find out who the trustee was, you contact them, and they will have it listed even if they transferred it to someone else. And I would also try the escheat funds in the state.
God, we think the same.
Yeah.
I was going to say the exact same thing.
So the escheat funds means they didn't know where to put the money, and they sent it to the state treasury. So go to the Colorado State Treasurer's office and get to the escheat funds. They call it in Colorado the Great Colorado Payback. And you put your last name in there, and they let you know how much money is there that is yours.
Escheat fund? How do you spell that?
Yeah, it's weird.
Don't even worry about it.
Yeah.
Just give them the website.
The Great Colorado Payback, and I don't know what the website is, but isn't it greatcoloradopayback.com or something like that? Just Google Great Colorado Payback, and you'll find it.
I've heard some sketchy things about that. I mean, are you guaranteed to get? I mean, like, people put their information in and they just wait forever and nothing.
Well, first of all, it's instant, so you don't wait at all. And second of all, it's the government, and you got to give them your information. Here's the part that you're talking about. These treasure hunters that contact you, and they say, you know, for a certain amount, we're going to get you. But do you mind? Listen, just give your name. Give your name off the air to Suzanne, and I'll do it in 5 seconds. Hold on. Suzanne, get his full name, his full legal name, and then text it to me, okay? I mean, not text it, you know, Google message it to me. And then we'll figure out if there's any money there. If not, you may still have money with the trustee, okay? That's important to know. 303-713-8255.
Real quick, though, the reason 401ks got so big was for exactly what he talked about. The companies can't go bankrupt, and all of a sudden your pension's gone. That's why 401ks exist.
Right. And all of these accounts are held in trust for people. SentryRV.com. If you go out of, it's in Lakewood, just north of 6th Avenue, between Kipling and Sims, next to Woodley's, there's a big 32,000 square foot indoor showroom for your comfort, new and used RVs. Then if you go up north on I-25, the highway to Longmont, Highway 119, there's a place right there on Frontage Road with new and used RVs. And the good part there's a service department. So everything RVs, new and used, camper trailers, Class A's, Class B's, you find them at SentryRV.com, 303-453-1111.
Do you have his name?
I think I didn't have too much information.
What's that?
He didn't have too much information.
No, he did admit that he was a dumb young kid at the time.
But 10 years ago is when he left the company.
Hey, quit giving callers problems.
Yeah, see, just to get somebody's fucking name, it takes forever. Just to get a name, because he wants to tell a story. You have the name.
He won't give me his name.
Yeah, he's
my name's Edward.
Hey man, I can take your name off the air. What is it? Your full name?
If you need to spruce up your kitchen,
okay, that's cool.
We do natural stone and other solid surface.
I don't care. Is it AARON?
And other natural stone.
And then what's the last name? I'm not giving this out. What is it?
It starts out with
now listen, it's Aaron, but it's spelled with a Y.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I need. Give me a city. Is it Denver? Were you living in at the time or what?
see if it's in your budget, or they can adjust it to get into your budget. After that, you visit the
Okay. Okay. Do you have your?
For yours, Mark?
You can't get a
Okay.
That's funny.
All right. Hold on a sec. Hold on. The guy did not even know where he lived. I mean, I have never heard of someone that had less information about their life.
I know.
Well, I mean, come on. A lot of people don't know where they live. Right?
Maybe he started the other stuff earlier.
Smoking and sipping on Grandpa's cold medicine.
So, Pastor, you've seen an increase then in the homeless. Oh, yeah. Quite a bit.
Oh, really?
It just seems.
He thinks it's the dope.
I do.
The dope.
I think they never. All they want is the money, but they never consider what that does to people.
You mean the Gov, the Colorado or whoever? What the hell? Yeah, but you could say the same thing about liquor and cigarettes and everything.
Real quick, we need epoxy floor people, so let them talk about the Garage Kings too, okay, and what they did for them.
I hate these verifications.
I know the
But it says a lot for a person if they come here.
Did you understand what I was saying? On the kudos to one fair,
saw
Garage
an
Kings
increase
does epoxy floor. They
in
did something for free for them, and
for
we
our
need
business
epoxy floor
when it
people
first
on the
came
list.
out.
So we want to let him
But
mention
we've
it
seen
so
it
we
die
can
off.
get
People
them
aren't
on.
coming into the state, at least applying for our position because of marijuana.
Well,
We
that's
saw an
more and
increase
more
at first.
states, because more and more states are making it legal.
True.
Pretty soon it's not going to matter. Seriously, it's not going to matter. It's going to be just like, I mean, you don't test for alcohol, do you?
And we do drug tests, but we had to shift our policy away from THC.
Or else you're
that
not
it
going to
was
have, you won't hire it.
Exactly what Ruffers did.
You just tell them, don't get high while you're working.
So that's our policy, right? If you're drunk at work, you're going to get fired.
Hell
if you're
yeah.
high at work, you're going to get fired.
But it's so hard to tell if they're high at work.
There's different ways.
And they're hungry.
If they go, hey man, you got any munchies? They're high.
You look at their eyes, right?
If
But
they
get around
carry a
that.
big bong with them.
Supposedly,
They made your vacuum into a bong.
if they have a joint in their
you joke. You joke. But when people, sooner or later, it's going to catch up to them, right? Sooner or later, yeah. Sooner or later, it
Not
catches
as bad
up.
as alcohol, but
A couple weeks ago, I was out at 50/50.
Jeez, I don't know, man.
Go ahead.
Trailer park doing a.
Well, pot also kills your lungs.
Right.
We
But
had a
you got to smoke an
Starbucks
awful
bag
lot.
like I brought in today.
Shit, man.
I have money coming.
Every day.
I have money coming.
You sure it's you?
Yeah. Parker.
Later, stay open.
An insurance company.
But anyhow, the one girl
Who died?
told me that she
No, it
does
was
not once in a while and whatever, but she said, I'm not an addict.
Yeah, I
And
haven't
the
worked
other
forever,
girl,
too.
No, Mark, it was,
all of a sudden she tried
I don't know, some refund.
tried to get a quick smoke a crack while it was
Well, I'm here.
right there.
Why did I click on it, but then it goes plain, and then it says remove. What's that mean?
Place to sleep for the night.
Click the thing about the
Yeah.
view claim.
I'm filing a claim, what the hell?
I filed one before, never got it. I wonder if it's still there. It was for a company.
Did you see anything with
For
his
me?
name? For you?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I had to fill in my name.
No, I did. I found it. I found $6,000. God,
Sure.
what the hell? I can use $6,000. Hi, I'm Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK. 713-8255. Revitalized Health. Call them for BioT treatment. Let's concentrate on that for a while. It's a pellet therapy, and the pellets are inserted just under the skin. And it secretes testosterone or estrogen over a long period of time, 3 to 6 months depending on your metabolism, and it's really the most natural delivery. It's for men and women, and it makes you feel great, and it helps you on your road to health. Of course, they have other things available at thehormonebros.com. I call them the Hormone Bros, Revitalize Health, because we got three brothers. Two of them are the healthcare providers. One of them manages the practice, and they do a wonderful job. It's a very warm environment. They're out at Ken Carroll and 470. And
here's the website, thehormonebros.com or hormonebros.com. They also have Juvederm and Botox and other fillers and something that actually stimulates your natural collagen for growth in your face where it doesn't go away. It's a permanent solution to sagging face and wrinkles. Thehormonebros.com. Let's talk. Please help Pastor Lauren, East Bible Baptist Church. They need all kinds of help. I'm going to give out phone numbers where they can explain what they need. But it all comes down to this: food or you. Okay? They want you. They need help with driving, delivering meals, and they also need canned goods, turkeys, like cranberry sauce, vegetables, yams, olives, pickles, milk, pies, pastries, potatoes, juices, soda, tea, all of that stuff. Pastor Lauren, what's the stuff you usually run short on?
Cranberry sauce, turkey gravy.
Really? You always mention those. They are the ones that you run short of. Okay.
Seems like it.
Okay. And then also, people will be driving around the metro area to help people, mainly in what areas?
Wherever we can find homeless people. If you know where they are, we'll go there.
Yeah, and they'll give you places to go, or you can... maybe you have a favorite place you're ministering to right now. Maybe you donate money to a cause or some families. You can take them food from here. So it's East Bible Baptist Church. Here's the phone number for further information. We'd really love you to help. They can use this, by the way, all year long. And specifically volunteering this year to prepare stuff, November 17th, 11 to 4. That's a Saturday before Thanksgiving. They will be delivering meals. Also, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, on the 21st, from 11 to 4. I'm just going to give you one phone number right now. She's standing by. 303-916-3214. 303-916-3214. What will volunteers be doing in addition to driving? What else do you need volunteers for?
Setting up, working with clothing at the building, helping to serve the meals, make the takeaway boxes for those that we take out.
You just give them all kinds of things to do. It is a wonderful thing for you and the family to get involved in. Okay, let's keep going. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Tony, go ahead. What's going on, Tony?
Yes, I just wanted to give kudos to a couple businesses.
Okay, cool. Go ahead, sir.
One was Clear Choice Garage Doors.
One Clear Choice Garage Doors. Well, thank you. That's kind of you. And what did they do?
Well, we moved into a new house that Frank Duran sold us.
Oh, wow. You really do use the referral list.
And I'm not used to having the battery backup, and they gave me the Martino Special.
Cool.
It was cheaper than the one I wanted. It was great.
Well, how much did you pay for the whole thing?
I think it was like $3.99.
Yeah, and you get battery backup. It's probably Wi-Fi compatible.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's so... and I'll bet you, if you got the kind I got, it's so quiet, I could not believe it.
And that was the problem. I forgot about the battery backup. And I contracted a person to do my garage floors, that epoxy.
Yeah.
You don't have one on your referral list, so I found them.
Are they good?
This is how good this guy is. He did my floors, told me not to drive on it for 24 hours. I unplugged my garage door, forgot the battery backup. My wife drove right on the floor, screwed up the floor. I called him back out just to see how much it would cost to fix. The owner personally came out and redid my whole floor for free.
Wow! Oh my goodness! What's the name of that company?
It's called Garage Kings.
Well, thank you for telling us about that.
And he didn't give me any trouble. He just said, "Hey, let me have my guys come out in a couple days when we finish another job."
And they did it. And even though your wife screwed it up, they did it, and they did not charge you.
They did not charge me, and he came back.
That's great. That's good, man.
He did it personally.
That is so cool. Thank you so much, Garage Kings. And, of course, he said One Clear Choice Garage Doors, which is a great company, too. So, yeah, and he had the Martino special, and then he went back and did the battery backup. One Clear Choice Garage Doors, and that number is 303-565-6409, 565-6409. Now, I have an email here I may as well get to as far as Pastor Lauren. Pastor Lauren, can people take the meals outside of the immediate area of your church, the Denver area?
Yes, they can.
Okay. Okay. These people wanted to go up into the Golden area, I think. You don't care?
I don't care if we want to get it to people, so if they're willing to help get it there, we're fine with that.
That is so cool. Another email here. It's for Zero Res. How big is an area? You said you would do 3 areas for $129, and if they donate canned goods to Pastor Lauren through you, or for use at the food bank, you will give them a fourth area free. They wanted to know how big an area is.
We consider an area to be up to 200 square feet.
Okay, well, that's pretty big. Yep. All right, and then Simply Floors, Inc., somebody asked me for a phone number. Again, the showroom is at 52nd and Ward. You can make your own appointments at simplyfloorsinc.com. If you do want the phone number, he'll answer, 303-456-4660. 456-4660. I leave phone numbers out a lot nowadays because I think a lot of people go to websites more than anything, don't you? Like ZeroResDenver.com, referrallist.com. I think for some reason it's way easier to remember a website than it is a phone number. Now, Norm, we haven't forgotten about you. I looked at the Great Colorado Payback, and there was nothing listed there for you, okay? However, I think what you need to do is what we said. Call Wink and Wink, bankruptcy attorneys, have them look up the file, okay? I think he's there, but in any case, Norm, that's why he's having a problem, is because he doesn't have a lot of information, and he didn't even recall where he lived during that time. So Richard wants to talk about upgrading a lease. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Betty. Hold on, Betty. Richard, I'm going to come back to you, but I need to know something. What is this letter to upgrade a new lease? Is this for your car or for an apartment? Richard?
It's for a vehicle, a truck.
Okay, this is really important. Hold on. A lot of people get these so-called upgrade letters. We're going to talk about what it really costs you coming up. 303-713-TALK. GoCamSolar.com/troubleshooter. That is a website that will get you a free analysis of your lot. GoCamSolar.com. It'll tell you what you can expect from solar energy should you decide to go there. And with tax credits, there's no money down and low monthly payments. So you start paying on a solar system that you eventually own, and you no longer have to pay electrical. So eventually, even that solar system payment goes away, and you pay nothing. GoCamSolar.com/troubleshooter.
Of all the spots I have, I feel weakest.
This guy does okay.
I feel weakest more on this paradigm.
He just has Facebook, though, huh?
Let's talk it up good, man.
I just feel
make sure people know you're going to be there. With bells on this, like literally, I'm going to put bells on you.
Watch out for that. A crash off highway being cleared, county line at Lucin.
Wow, he really does good work.
Who?
This Garage King guy.
I'm looking at his website, actually. It's
You have a website? I just have Facebook.
I got the website. Check it out, dude. It's really good, actually. It looks like it's a...
Boy, they should have... Remember that once the...
Who are we talking
about? I might do this on
Who are we
my
talking
fucking
about?
patio.
Who are we talking about?
Garage Kings.
Garage Kings.
They look good, Mark. We need to get a company on here.
We're working on it as we speak, sir. They'll make me breakdance. Did you ever have parachute pants?
I never wore them, right? But I remember them.
I wore them.
I had some dignity about myself.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Certainly not.
Can I give you just a thought on that I would share? You know, when you're asking people to donate canned goods, Instead of just looking in your cupboard and finding something you know you won't eat, be willing to give something that you like. Because if you do, that's a sacrifice, and if you like it, but somebody else, I think it does.
Yeah, well, definitely. I mean, I see the good in it. I'm trying to think in my pantry what I donate right now. I don't need anything.
I mean,
my kids have like soup
that
and
you know you're not going to use. I mean, if you're not going to use it, then give it, but also be willing to give something that that you would normally eat.
We've had a can of baby corn around since the 80s.
Love baby corn.
I don't even know what it is. How do you
If
get
come
baby
over,
corn?
we'll get you some corn. By the way, the volunteers eat too, so you can have some good food. There you go.
They have a lot of clothes they give away too. I found the people picking through the clothes. That was helping them big time.
Well,
It was chilly.
That's the only thing that hurt us. With taking out as many meals as we did last year, the people don't get to see the clothing. So that's the one.
I brought quite a few people, man, in that bus.
That's what we're hoping this year.
That damn bus was scary.
Is that bus working good now? Does the battery does it go?
It's sitting in the
axle busted.
It's at Sheridan. We took it back to Sheridan Auto Tech because I figured they at least they helped us before. So they said it's going to cost $1,250, but it's supposed to be ready Friday. So
What was wrong with it this time?
Axle broke.
Oh, axle, okay.
That's what Raymond said. I'm not sure if that's what it was or not.
Oh, yeah.
But what happens, he was driving, and we had so much food in it while I was on my trip, and it just overloaded through all the, we had tons of food on it. So anyhow, I had it towed last week, and they say they couldn't even find the rims at first, and they had to go on eBay to get rims mailed to them. So they called all the junkyards, they called Ford, and nobody had it. So
I use Ray's so much.
Ray's?
Yeah, it's gift cards.
The church the only thing that you do.
Oh, I can see how you do this.
well, I'm actually
you buy it from
high
here.
school
Yeah, so we're hitting.
But I had foot surgery last April, so I'm real slow getting back.
And they're cheaper than a regular one? Is it like,
Yeah, so I'll show you exactly what I'm doing right now.
Good.
because you can buy gift cards at Costco, right? And they're like $100 worth.
So we're going over to the Costco I use. We're getting tires put on. Okay, so we're going to go over to PF Chang's. So I ordered, well, I already put them in my shopping cart. So the one I bought was 19% off. So I bought a 19% off gift card. It'll send it to me instantly, so when I go there.
Oh, they're all digital.
Oh, yeah, it's instant. Or else there's no purpose in it. If you can't use it in the next 5 minutes, who cares? That's how I look at a gift card. So I bought, I'll tell you exactly what I got. I had $14.51 and 25. So I got, what is that? $40? $40 for 32 bucks. Or basically, one was 18%, one was like 16%.
Oh, they're all over the place.
Yeah, it all depends on the restaurant, whatever. Because a lot of times what happens is someone like goes out with a $100 gift card, there's 30 bucks.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713 Talk, 713-8255. Let's go and talk to Richard. Now, Richard, tell me about your auto lease, sir. Tell me about it.
We signed up for a three-year lease on a 2015 Silverado 4-wheel drive crew cab.
2015. So it's a 3-year lease. It ought to be coming due then, right? When is it coming due?
And they said I have 5 payments.
Oh, okay. So it's not necessary. They're not necessarily asking you to terminate early.
No. What it is I got a letter. I emailed it to you. I don't know if you guys got it. But it's saying to upgrade. It's saying to upgrade to a 2018.
Okay, I see what they're saying. They're saying you've done such a good job. By the way, in this particular lease, did you stay within mileage?
Yeah.
Did you add a lot of extra crap to your lease?
No.
You know what? You're a good guy. If you take advantage of a lease for what it is, that's a pretty good deal. Leases are great deals if you don't add garbage to it because you artificially have a lower payment. I don't want to go into the whole diatribe right now, but let's put it this way. This letter that you got, can you sum it up for me? I see it right here. I swear to you, okay, I can see it now. This letter, blah, 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 upgrade to a newly newly
2018. So
2018. Well, it's yeah.
Basic models.
Well, right now it's 2019, so the models are coming out pretty soon. What are they offering you?
Well, from what I said, like you said, the letters. What I'm seeing is they're telling me to upgrade to the 2018 and waive all the fees that they say there, and keep the payment the same. Because when you sign up for it, at least that's the stipulation at the beginning when they tell you is when you go and do your second.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I mean, it's not a bad looking. It's not a bad sounding. It says it's just basically a dealer notification regarding your 2017, and it says I'm trying to. This is a really, really dark copy that we made. Is it on email, Suzanne? Let me just have the email, or is the email dark too?
I mean, you might be able to see it.
Okay, let's do it by email. This is dreadful. Listen, if you just turn in your car with no penalties and continue the same payment, I mean, you can do that if you want, but there's no reason to if your truck is still running well. I mean, I call it beating the system. Get out from under a monthly payment. Why would you? How many miles on your truck right now?
39,000.
My God, it's like new.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's lease. You get 15. I think my lease I signed up for 15,000 a year.
Is there any reason you would want to do that?
Well, no. What it is it's just this. From this letter, what I'm taking from the letter is they were going to give me a 2018 exactly the same that I have on my 2015 for the same payment, just like a crossover.
Yes,
just upgrading to a new vehicle, and that's what I was trying to do.
But what's your point? Why do you need a new vehicle? You don't even have that many miles.
Well, because it's the lease, and it's time it's up. So.
Oh, I see. You're saying instead of buying the car or turning it in, I see what you're saying, because you're going to have to do something anyway. But what would it be? What would it be to buy that truck out? What would it be to buy that truck out?
Like 27,000.
Oh, let's see. Okay, here's how you need to look at it then. I have a very clear picture. Take that truck and that price and compare it to a new truck and see if it's what your payment's going to be and if it's a good deal. If you finance that, how many year lease are they talking about on the new one?
It's probably the same, 3 years.
You know, it might be a great deal if they truly do it that way. Are you sure you don't have to? You don't have to pay. Do you have? Okay,
that's why he's.
I'm trying to figure out if he has to pay a cap reduction or anything. So hold on, and we'll explore this and more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
You know, either our duplex system is going haywire, but it's like every goddamn time I try to talk, they're talking at the same time and they don't hear me.
People are just like that.
I'm just wondering if it's the duplex system on the phone where they can't.
The reason he's calling is because he went to the dealership to take advantage of the deal, and it wasn't what it was in the paperwork. So it was like too good to be true in the letter.
Oh, so always is.
Why would you go to a clinic?
Ask him what he had for breakfast and get it done. Jesus God, Mark.
See what you should send him to Blinker and see what he can refinance this thing for. I don't know why people want new vehicles all the time.
Well, you know what though? He's got a point. He's got to do something, is what he's saying.
Why not? Why wouldn't you? Give me a reason why not.
19. The month you qualify to verify the offer, event preferred.
Because at the end of that lease, he's not going to want anything either. And maybe he can get.
My point is, if he's paying $500 a month, why not have a new vehicle all the time? If your cash flow.
No, you're right. You're right about that. If you're going to have a monthly payment anyway, you have to decide if that even if that $27,000 vehicle can be financed for a lower payment for 3 years, why not keep a new one at the same? I don't know. It's just.
First of all, trucks don't depreciate like cars do. So if he does.
I have never sold a Hyundai. I've never been upside down in one. And my payment has always been the same, or I go down.
You buy, you don't lease.
I buy every one of them.
Right.
Like her vehicle will sell. We owe probably 10 on it.
Mark?
I put
after the lease,
nothing down.
Mark,
nothing
after
down.
the lease, do you sell them?
I don't have a lease. I buy them new. buy them.
Oh, but you pay for them completely. You don't finance them.
No, well, it depends. I mean, if it's 1.9%, of course I'll finance it, and I won't put a nickel down. I never pay full cash for it. Hell no. So usually it's 1.9, although I haven't bought a car since interest rates have gone up so much, so I don't know where they're going to be. But 1.9 is the typical deal if your credit's, 720 plus, and then...
Well, I have 720 plus. What are rates right now? Best car deals right now. What are they?
I bet they're 5%.
Really
How do you
depends
get
on the car.
1.9? Usually through Hyundai, they have a 1.9 going. Yeah.
Why don't you lease? I'm just curious.
But like I said,
Why don't you lease?
I haven't shopped for a year because I go well over the mileage.
Oh, you're right.
You get hammered.
I do 30,000 miles a year, man.
Yeah. But you always sell them. You always can get enough money to pay off anything.
I always have.
Well, you pay them off. You don't wait, do you? I mean, you don't do it early anyway. You keep the car for the length of the term, right?
No. I usually sell right before 60,000, so about 2 years. So I have the car 2 years. When I sell it, I have equity in it.
You're never negative.
And I roll the equity over into the new one. Never, not in the Hyundai at least. I haven't.
Really?
I owned a Kia at one point.
No,
minivan.
So Hyundais are that good with value.
If you buy them right. You got to buy them usually when the new year model comes out. The old one has all the discounts and all the incentives.
And it's brand spanking.
Brand spanking.
You trade it back into the dealer? Or sell
Never. I always sell it out.
And then roll that cash back in that.
So you're going to put on a blinker?
So what I do is I pay it off right before I'm going to sell it, so I have title in hand ready to go, and then sell it. Then whatever equity I did have in it, I put as a down payment on the next one.
We have a question about auto finance.
You keep them about 2 years.
Because I do 30,000 miles a year, that's the only reason. And it'll still have, generally it'll still have full manufacturer's warranty when I sell it.
$89 on Progressive.
But I'm cheap.
We offer that pricing on over
Well, yours won't have any.
which makes it a great deal.
Whoever buys it's not going to get any warranty.
Glasses for just $49.
What's that, sir?
No, when I sell them under 60, they do.
No,
That's 100% transferable to 60,000.
from 60, but yours are just under 60, right?
Yeah, that's correct. These two that I have now, they'll have no warranty. Not even without it. But this is the first time I've kept cars over 60 forever.
Unless you sold for family members, is it transfer? Is it 100,000?
You said that, but I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't know.
How would you prove it? What if they have the same fucking last name? Excuse me, guys. What if they have the same last name? Seriously.
You could say it, yeah. But I think if a family member, I think it does.
If you've ever bought office furniture, you know how expensive and frustrating it can be, but no longer pay
How would they know is my whole point. What does that mean, a family member? So my fourth cousin on my wife's side?
That's a good question.
In stock.
My nephew?
Best source for chairs, desks,
My,
cubicles, and more, and they will help
anybody with the same tribe from my
new showroom is conveniently located right off I-225 in Aurora. Learn more at everythingforoffices.com. That's everything for
Now they'll do it if it's a certified
vehicle. Refinance your mortgage, but didn't want to start.
Yeah, but the certified you got to sell back to the dealer.
Ross Kaminsky for my friends at American Financing.
The worst example I saw trade-in compared was on the Elantra. The best trade-in they would give me on this particular one was like $9,000, and I sold it for 14. I mean, you can't justify any sales tax difference, anything in the world. Trading it is generally just horrible. They always say, well,
really,
you get,
I know.
You offset the sales tax.
You know, they're never, ever going to pay more than wholesale.
Oh, no, but they have to make money on cars. I mean, I can't begrudge them for it.
But I do agree that even with sales tax, it's not worth it.
Most people simply don't want the hassle of selling the cars now, which is why Blinker really is a game changer once they get that thing everywhere. So you can go to Blinker, you put your car up for sale, they make all their money on the financing. They'll finance
that finance. She never came on the referral.
They'll finance the sale of your car. So you don't do anything. You just list
that
it
other
on
one.
there. You find a buyer, they do all the paperwork, they do everything. And the only money they make, you don't pay them a nickel, is if the person finances through Blinker, they make the money on the finance. And it's normal rates. Nope, if it's a cash deal, they don't make anything.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. This hour brought to you by Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. If you have a problem with ringing in the ears or humming or buzzing, that's called tinnitus. I'm a consumer advocate. We talk about this stuff. Give us a call, 303-713-TALK. I'm going to get to all of your calls, okay? And we will try to solve your problems. And we talk about general issues like leasing a car. Richard has a question about. Now, Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center, it's very easy. If you have and you need help with hearing, Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. The professionals there are wonderful people, and they do a great job. It's that easy. I go there. I've sent my friends there. Helpforringing.com. They're on Clarkson and Hamden, 303-534-0163. Never a risk. You can try out the hearing aids before you buy them. And it's 303-534-0163. Clarkson and Hamden, Colorado Tinnitus and Hearing Center. Okay, so he was offered, Richard said, hey, I got an auto lease here, and they say before it's up, I can, right when it's up, trade it for a new truck, no money out of pocket. I can just drive away in a new truck for the same payment. There is, there's nothing wrong with that, actually. You're staying with the same payment, getting a new truck for another 3 years. The other alternative would be to buy yours, but the car you're buying, you know how it's been treated. You can finance that for 3 years, and then you have to calculate the savings on the monthly payment. So that is really the only difference between the new and the used. I have a feeling the payments might be similar, and if that's the case, I would truly go with the new truck. But didn't I hear from Suzanne off the air that there was a hitch when you tried to take advantage of this letter?
Yes, I went in, and for the same truck, they want to raise it with no money down to $921 a payment. And with
wait. With no money down, they want how much of a payment?
900.
And what is
800 and some?
And what is your current payment?
500.
Well, then it's not the same deal, so they lied to you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's false advertisement.
Well, yeah, but you can't hold them to this. I mean, if you think this created a contract with you, it didn't. Do you know what happens with a false advertising complaint? Nothing.
Yes,
Nothing. Nothing.
Right.
No, I'm serious. Unless it is so egregious that it involves hundreds of thousands of people and it's truly bad, they don't do anything about it. No, the Federal Trade Commission won't do anything about it. But did you ask them why they could not honor the details of this letter?
They said inflation.
What?
3 years ago was the money 3 years ago in inflation.
No, hold on. When did you get this letter?
I got it on Thursday last week.
But then inflation doesn't matter. I mean, what does it have to do with this? They offered you this a week ago. Why did they raise the price in a week? What did they tell you?
He said our credit, everything was good. We didn't have no problems there. And
why did they?
Like I said, so then they said, what happened was, we gave him the letter. I gave him the letter. He said, okay, go pick out any truck you want out there. You know what I mean?
Well, it has to be a similar truck, for goodness sake.
No, that's what we told him. I told him, I got the letter and it says for a 2018 exactly my truck. He said, no, you go pick any truck out there. We'll make it work. So we went and picked.
Okay, I don't want to go through the whole thing. You went out and picked it, and it wasn't the same thing, right?
So it wasn't the same.
Okay.
Correct.
All right.
The payments went up to, like I said, $900.
Well, did you say I want exactly what this letter says?
Yep.
And what did he say?
The exact truck that we got, and then that's when they came out with. He said, "Oh, I sent." Well, he tried to put me between me and my wife. He said, "I sent out you. You don't have the other letter that was in the letter with the letter."
And what was this Medved? Was this Medved Chevrolet?
Yeah. And I was like, sir, there was no other letter in. Like, he was trying to make me say like I was a liar to my wife. So I was like,
so basically, they offered you, they baited and switched.
Yes.
Did you get another truck exactly like the one you had, only newer?
Yes. 2018 exact truck, and that payment came out to $821 with nothing down, and 761 with 2,000 down.
So no matter what, they could have never honored this letter.
Correct.
Well, okay. Well, guess what then? You're not going to get a chance to deal with Medved. Tell them they lost your business.
Well, I did tell them that, but so yeah,
he probably wants to know if he can somehow hold them.
You can't force him to do this, of course not, because I mean, there's no contract created with you. Now, here's what I want to know. Okay, what are you going to do at the end of your lease?
Now I'm thinking of probably just buying it out. Like you said, it's a brand new truck for $27,000.
All right, we might have an option. I want you to try. Hold on, and I'm going to see if we can get the person. Okay, just hold on. Betty is a sales rep, and you have a problem. What's going on, Betty?
Hi, Tom.
Hi.
Big fan.
What's happening? Thank you.
Yeah, I am actually a 1099 subcontractor for a construction company.
You're a 1099. Now, you sell for this construction company, right?
Yes.
Do you sell for anyone else?
No.
Okay.
It's in the contract that I can't.
Then you're not a 1099, and I want to tell you something. This is not why you called, but I want to mention something. That is like the stupidest thing that can ever happen to this construction company. You can go back and nail them. If you have a written agreement that says you're a 1099 subcontractor and you're not allowed to sell for anyone else, that one statement in and of itself makes you an employee. Did you know that?
No. But it says it's in 50 miles.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
They can't tell you when to sell or where to sell, basically.
Yeah. Do they tell you how much you have to work? Like, what if you wanted to work once a week for them?
No, you have to work every day, 1 day off.
Do you have business cards that have their name on it?
Yes.
Hey, Betty, do you have to go into their office to do the job?
Yep.
Betty, I don't know, maybe this can help you with your, what is your problem? Let's get to the problem. This might be able to help you. What's your problem?
Well, I've had quite a few problems actually, but I started in June. I've made over close to $250,000 for the company.
You mean, hold on, is that gross or is that their profit?
Gross.
Okay, you made $250,000 in gross sales. Go ahead.
It could be close to 200 to 250.
Go ahead. Gross sales, fine.
On the jobs that I've completed already, I should be getting about $25,000.
Yeah.
And I haven't been paid commission on any of those jobs.
Why?
And I guess there's a lot of excuses, so I'm not really sure.
Well, give me one excuse. Give me one.
It takes a while for invoices to get through. And then the last one was an excuse that I had. What did he say? It was my job was poorly managed.
They're not allowed to. They're not allowed to comment on that. Okay, listen, Betty.
I wouldn't be receiving any commission for that at all.
Betty, I don't know how you like working for these people, but you have a major issue, and that is you are an employee. Now, it's not going to get you in trouble, but it's going to get them in trouble.
Oh, man, they're going to wish it never happened.
How many sales reps are at the company?
Oh, my gosh, there's a lot. They have like 6 or so.
Well, let's ask this question, though. Is the company based out of Colorado? Are you in Colorado?
Most laws are the same, though. Well, most of them are.
Yes.
Okay. Listen, Betty, have you ever brought this subject up to them?
Yes, I did. Well, okay, so I brought it up.
Hey, let's just say this. For the state officials listening, what's the name of the company?
I don't know if I can say that.
Why do you not, you can't pronounce it, or what do you mean you can't say it?
No, well, I contacted OSHA.
Yeah.
This week because I approached my boss about it, and then he didn't do anything.
What does OSHA have to do with anything?
Because there's, well, I've tried.
Sounds like different issues with OSHA.
Betty, keep on focus here. Are you calling about safety issues, or are you calling about not getting paid?
Well, it's both.
Okay. Are there safety issues with you or with the workers?
Yeah, one of the workers fell on the roof, and So,
okay, Betty, what is more important to you right now? Because really, they're two completely separate issues.
Pick a battle.
Pick one. Yeah.
yeah, okay. Well, I'll take the one with commission, I guess.
Okay. Then you right now have them by the short hairs. You are in complete control. You are in complete control. You, I don't know how bad they may not know how bad of a situation they're in, but not only will you get commission, you can probably get a lot of stuff. You have to. How dirty do you want to be? Because they're not going to probably want to keep you around. Hold on.
They're going to end up paying a lot of your taxes.
Yeah, they're gonna. You're going to get a windfall, but you may not work for them again. Roger has a question. Tom wants to talk about the death wobble. Richard is the one with the auto lease question, and now the lease is coming up. And I want to talk to right next Blinker. We'll go back to Betty, but we're going to talk to Blinker.com. That's very important. It's about auto finance, and we have a lot of questions because people can refinance and get cash out. They can do a lot with their cars they don't know about. We're going to talk about that coming right up. I'm Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Joe Lazzara is a criminal defense attorney that I hope to God you never need, ever, because it means you were stupid, and it will turn your life upside down. But you know what? You do need an attorney. So if it's too late and you already drank and you drove, or you smoked pot and you drove, or did something stupid, Joe can help you get through it. But please plan ahead. Especially with the holidays coming up, just make a commitment to use Uber or Lyft. Put the app on your phone or get a designated driver. Meanwhile, Joe Lazzara is there for what we call the terminally stupid. I hate to say that, but anyway, he's not going to preach to you. 303-429-6200. 429-6200. LazzaraLegal.com.
This report is sponsored by Burlington.
Troubles on the east side of town at...
Legit and true and accurate. You're in a world of hurt.
Oh, man, are you kidding? They're in so much hurt. And if they have any kind of pension fund or 401k and other things for employees, you have no idea
Mark,
what
remember that feeling I used to get, that stomach thing, and it was years. I mean, it hasn't happened to us.
It happened. No, it happened about one time about a month ago, but other than that, not for almost a year, I would guess.
So what's different about today? Why is happening?
It's got to be your diet or something you took, man. Are you sure you don't take a certain like vitamin or something they can trigger?
Why on certain days?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Is there any medication you only take once a week? How about water input? How about like you didn't have a soda today, but you haven't been drinking sodas forever? At least not that I see.
All right.
I don't know. I don't know what the difference.
I just want to put you on alert.
They're
How
asking
quick
about
does it go
zero
away?
res in Colorado Springs, same deal.
Is it like a minimums that apply?
It's like it's queasy.
What do you mean minimum?
So to go to the spring, there's certain minimums we've got to hit.
Oh, there's not a zero. He's saying, will the zero res in Colorado?
There's not a zero res in the springs. We service that. So there are some minimums that
A
apply to
queasy
that.
feeling, Mark. Do you know what that means? Queasy.
Yeah, of course.
Just last.
I do that when I
But it comes
when I
out-
first started this. The hunger pains would make me crazy. If you eat something that doesn't go away, could it simply be a hunger pain?
I don't. I never eat. I mean, I'm not as strict as you are anymore, but
It's not it. Yeah.
Are you bloated?
It's amazing how I make every basket I throw. I mean,
It's amazing how well you lie to yourself, too.
That is
You
not
know
true.
that?
I've watched you miss like 3 of them.
I'm trying to miss when I do those.
Yeah. That's a funny commercial.
I could go out to my car, but I'll wait. Hi, Tom Martino here. Frank Duran, the real estate man. One of the best people you can use for buying or selling real estate. He really is. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com. 303-920-1622. You know, a lot of people think they're going to do it themselves. Don't even try. He will always make you more money. I don't care what you say. I mean, we have not found a case where he doesn't more than make up for any commission. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. Adam is with Blinker.com. They do cars for sale, used cars. You put your car on Blinker, and somebody can buy it. They make, here's what I like about them, and this is some true inquiries we're getting by email. And Adam, here's what I love. I love the service because if I want to sell a car, I don't have to worry about financing. You guys can finance the car for me. So I'm the seller, and I become like a dealer. Because this guy can arrange a loan, have the money wired to me, and you guys take care of all the paperwork. And it's free. I don't even understand it. I know you make money on loans. So I have a quick question for you. This guy's coming up on his lease, okay? And let's just say he doesn't want to get a new one. This is Richard. He only has 39,000 miles on his super-duper truck. Right, Richard?
Yes, sir.
And you're coming up 5 more payments. You're going to be paid off. Now, what does he do, Adam? If he wanted to flirt with the idea of financing this truck, what does he do? What's the very first thing after downloading the app?
So currently, Tom, if it's a current leased vehicle, we don't currently support that on our platform. But
I'm talking about after it is paid off.
Oh, I see. And he wants to sell the vehicle, or he wants to finance the vehicle?
Well, he has a $27,000 payment due on a balloon. For all intents and purposes on your end, he simply wants to refinance this. He wants to take this truck and see how much money he can get. So what does he do?
So he simply download our mobile app. He could take a picture of the back of his vehicle, so we'll immediately know all of the details associated with that vehicle.
That's how simple it is. He takes a photograph, and you, from that photograph, can capture everything you need.
That's correct.
And then what do you tell him?
And then he'll have options from there. If he wants to explore refinancing that vehicle, he can go and do that. Or if he's interested in selling the vehicle, he can quickly go through a listing process to list it for sale.
But if he wants to refinance it, do you guys quote a rate right there?
Yes. So
what is the current rate, roughly? Or does it depend on credit?
It does depend on credit. So we support credit scores, 560 plus today.
What's the range of rates?
It depends on a lot of factors with income and credit, but typically you're looking at anywhere from around 4% to north of 12%, depending on your credit quality.
Okay, so then he could go through this just to see what his monthly payment's going to be, and all of it's done without him ever meeting with you?
That's correct.
And the money is then wired to his account or to the lease payoff, or whatever he wants to do. Not the lease, the residual. I mean, you can pay whoever it is that has a lien, right?
That's correct. In the event of a refinance, we pay off the lien holder directly, and the buyer would begin, paying us monthly on their loan.
Do you hear that, Richard?
Yes.
It's cool. If you want to keep that truck, it's a very cool way to go. I mean, it's one without ever entering a dealership.
But Tom, so you're telling me when I turn it in 4 months basically on a lease, I'm not necessarily granted that same payment?
No, when you turn it into the dealer, they don't have any payment. They want the 27 grand period. They want the residual paid in cash.
Oh, so they say either you give us $27,000 or you just turn the truck in, and that's that. That's
you turn the truck in and pay penalties, or you buy it. Now, if you buy it, they will probably try to finance you. So if you brought it back and said, hey, I want to keep this truck, they would probably try to finance it, right, Adam? But how do you guys compare to dealers?
Well, for one, the process is going to be much simpler with Blinker. You won't have to set foot in the dealership.
I'll bet you'll save money too. I'll tell you why.
Yeah,
because
I guarantee. Yeah, because at that point we're financing $27,000, not.
Right, but listen, no, I mean the payment will be lower than you would get from a dealer because dealers are just plain greedy. I mean, they're not going to refinance that for free. I mean, they want to make some money. They may even charge them some points up front, Adam. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they can compete with someone online who's doing a straight refinance electronically. That's just my gut. But in any case, that's me talking, not Adam. And the reason Adam can't talk is because by law, he has to give all kinds of disclosures if he ever quotes a payment or a rate. So he can't do that. I'm just telling you, my gut is you're going to save money. So Adam, I want to know something because you said something up front. You don't support leasing. So someone cannot lease a car through you, right?
Correct.
Okay. Are you ever going to do it?
Not in the immediate future. There's plenty of opportunities in front of us outside of the leasing space. It's a much more complex space, determining residual values and things like that.
So the next question, I have a weird question. If I go to a dealer and I see a new car on that lot, can I use Blinker?
Not today. We don't have a process today to purchase vehicles from a dealership on Blinker. It's mostly private sale.
Okay. I bet eventually they'll be direct with the manufacturers. You know, these models, these floor plans, this stuff is going away. They're going to be direct to consumer like GM and Ford, all of them.
Now, if I want to buy a car now, Adam, if I want to buy a car and it's not on Blinker, but I see a guy and I say, hey, you know, I'd like to buy the car, but I need to get it financed. What do I do?
Yeah, it's easy. I mean, you just tell the seller that you want to use Blinker to purchase the vehicle. All the seller has to do is take a photo, as I mentioned before. It would onboard his vehicle into Blinker, and then the buyer and seller can use Blinker to transact accordingly.
Are there any cash incentives for someone doing that if I bring someone on board?
We do have a referral program.
So technically I could take advantage of that, right?
Absolutely. The buyer could share his referral code with the seller, and both parties could get
What's our referral code? And both parties get what? How much?
$100.
That's cool. So a seller can literally say $200 off, or a buyer can say, if I use Blinker, I want you to give me your referral fee, and I'm going to keep my referral fee, or whatever. You can negotiate whatever you want. This is pretty cool. Okay, so you answered my question. No new cars, no leasing. Rates are anywhere from 4 to 12, depending on credit, and the whole process takes how long?
If you're a motivated individual, you can get through the process in minutes.
Can I refinance my car today and have cash this afternoon?
That would depend on how responsive your lien holder is to providing a payoff. That's the only process. So,
okay, what if my car is paid off and it's me and I own it and I'm thinking, you know what, that's stupid money sitting there because 4% is pretty cheap. What would I do? How long would it take?
Well, if it's paid off, we don't do a straight cash out refinance.
Oh, you don't? Okay. No. So that's good to know. A lot of refinance companies do. So you will never do cash out on a car.
No, to be clear, if the vehicle's paid off, we don't do cash out. Now,
no, that's what I want to make. I want to make that clear. No cash out.
Now, you can get cash out if we're paying off a lien holder. So if you owe $5,000 and you want to pull an extra $2,000 out of the equity in that car, we will accommodate that.
That's weird. That's weird that you don't do a straight cash out. What would be the reason for that? I'm not clear on why.
Well, historically, there's been, predatory practices taking place in the lending space, targeting people, with aggressively high interest rates on vehicles that they've paid off. So we typically are looking to, assist customers in lowering the economics on their current loan.
Not increasing them, right. So in other words, if you're already paid off, there's no reason, because your whole point is to get people out of debt quicker.
Correct.
I understand that philosophy. I can respect that.
Dan sold his through Blinker, Dan, in the last day or two. I mean, it went crazy.
All right, so hold on one second. Let's see. Do you have any last-minute questions there, Richard?
I kind of like it. So I have to wait the 5 months to do it, or should I go on Blinker now?
Well, yeah, because your payoff, here's why. With a lease, your payoff is, you're going to pay a penalty, even though you only owe 5 months, bro.
Bottom line, at the end of my term.
So what you do is go and get here's what I would do. I would go and get the app on your phone and register. Then I would put the truck up for sale after your 4th payment when you have 1 payment left, and just for the hell of it, see if I could make some money. And if you let's say you make some good money, you could then buy a new one or lease a new one. Since you've already proven to yourself you can live by a lease, you can flirt with the idea of leasing a brand new one somewhere. But if you can't get what you need out of it, then just go ahead and pay it off with Blinker. I mean, you have time to do this. So that's what I would do. And thank you very much, Adam, for coming on, Blinker.com. I don't see any downside to it. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Roger has a question for Mark. Go ahead, Roger. What's happening?
Yeah, my question is for Mark.
You know, Mark, for example, if you're on like TD Ameritrade's Thinkorswim,
That's what we're using.
and you buy a stock, and you own the stock, so then you can say, okay, I want, if it hits this price anytime in the next 6 months, I want it to sell automatically. For example.
Can you do
What
that?
I'm looking,
Yeah, of course.
what I'm looking for is there a program out there that you can simply pick a stock and say, if it goes up 50 cents, sell. If it comes down below, down to 50 cents, buy.
You can put a buy order in, right, Mark, or not?
Unless if I'm misunderstanding the question, Thinkorswim does all that.
Well, what I'm looking for is something that you can set it on autopilot and just leave it, and it'll sit there and buy and sell that stock over and over. And
Oh, I see what he's saying. The same stock, almost like automatically day trade. Yeah, you know what? I don't use it.
That's a great idea.
I think it was Joan Sullivan with Approval Reverse that was showing me software that does exactly that.
But you don't think normal software does that? The normal apps like Ameritrade?
Not Thinkorswim and not the TD Ameritrade app. There is stuff out there that does that, though, man. And you just set it. You can set exactly what you're talking about. But the other thing you can do with the one Sullivan had is it'll automatically do everything for you.
But, Mark, what's the downside of having a stock that if it goes to a certain price, you buy a certain amount? If it goes to another price, you sell it. What's wrong with that?
What do you mean, what's wrong with it?
I mean, wouldn't that be a cool way? Isn't that almost an automated day trader?
Yeah, that's what some of this software out there does, is exactly that.
Does it really work?
Joan said it did. I've never used it.
I mean, what?
who had that? Who was it that had that?
Her name is Joan Sullivan, but I mean, I wouldn't.
She runs Approval Reverse Mortgage,
which has nothing to do with
which
this.
has nothing to do with it. But she is honest,
Right.
and if you wanted to contact the company and ask about it, I don't know if she deals with it or not. But let me give it to you.
See, there's other things.
Approval. Let me just give him this real quick.
Go ahead.
ApprovalReverse.com. They do reverse mortgages for those who may want to be interested, and we like her because she's honest. But you may ask her about that. She might still have contacts. It's 303-771. 3528.
See, the other
771-3528. Go ahead, Mark.
The other thing interesting about what you're saying, you don't want to do it purely off price. You want to do it off volume too. If the volume gets really high, you might want a different amount to sell at and a different amount to buy at. So you want to tie it all in, and I'm pretty sure that's what that software does.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a price associated.
Anyway, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Betty, we have not forgotten about you, so hang on with the employer. Tom, are you referencing a death wobble you saw on our YouTube channel with
10 million views, baby.
What was it? What was it that they had?
Yeah, it was a death wobble.
What vehicle? Mark, do you remember?
Oh, yeah, it was a Ford F-250 Super Duty Platinum $100,000 Ford truck.
Anyway, what's going on, man?
I've got a 2017 F-250. I heard you guys approximately a year ago about that death wobble. Well, my truck started doing it.
Wait, Mark, so this is really widespread, huh?
Oh, well, I don't know how widespread it is. I can't say that. But I can tell you the one that we dealt with last year, man, there was something seriously wrong. How many miles are on yours?
Approximately 28,000.
Yeah, his was about the same. Isn't that odd?
Okay, so hold on, and we'll talk about it more, okay? This is important. Fix It 24/7. I've been doing the $1,000 off at Bernie's. He says stop. Okay, so I'm really going to stop. He said, I've been doing, like, just picking specials and doing them, but he wasn't mad at me. I mean, he honored them all. Here's one, though, that's really cool. $19 for it. This is so incredible. If you have a problem with plumbing, heating, cooling, electric, or drains, okay, or if your furnace is not working, it's just $19 to find the problem, okay? And oh no, it says $19. So if your furnace isn't working and you want someone to look at it, it's just $19. That's all you'll pay, and there's nothing else required of you. But I'm going to throw something in, okay? And this is the way they work. If you have any work done, they will credit you the $19. If you want to shop around, then you just pay $19. I don't think you can beat it, okay? That's Fix It 24/7. Now, if you happen to need a furnace after this $19 checkup, I'm going to say if you, listen to this, if you mention Martino's special discount, they will take a discount off of $800. Now, I'm throwing that one in. $19 to diagnose any problem with your furnace. If it's not working, any problem, $19. If you have work done, they credit you that. If you decide to replace, $800 off if you mention the Martino discount. 720-526-3939, 526-3939, fixmyhome.com.
This is Denver's talk station, 630 K.
Listen, you may have to. I'm just. You're fine. Go ahead. These pictures are for.
Where are they on? This is one of the. Oh, is this on his roof?
No, this is.
That has helped investors recoup some of their losses following the brutal October.
The guy was supposed to send
and a
that
number of
to this
Americans
concrete roof.
filed claims for unemployment benefits falling last week, indicating a tight labor market where employers are hesitant to lay off workers. Applications decreasing by 2,000 to 214,000 in the week ending October the 27th. Tomorrow, the Labor Department releases the jobs report for October. And we can all thank Boston Red Sox outfielder Mookie Betts for free lunch at Taco Bell. Betts stealing the base during the 2018 World Series against the Dodgers.
What?
And as a
Free lunch at Taco Bell.
Free taco.
I think it's just
For everybody?
Yeah, in the world. In the world.
In the world?
In the U.S.
You want to hear a funny story? A few years ago when they still did that taco thing at the Rockies game for the 7 runs, and then they
What
had the
does
Broncos
building a
game.
better bank look like?
So
It starts with
it
building
happened 2
Capital
days
One
in a row.
cafes.
So my wife went in the one day and got the special.
That feel nothing
She goes in
like
the
a
second
typical
day,
bank,
and
where you can open an
the
account with no
manager
fees
said
or
that was
minimums in
yesterday.
5 minutes.
He said, "Well, what
And
happened
you'll
again?"
always find people
I said,
ready
"No,
to help
that
you,
was yesterday."
not
And my
so.
wife.
Welcome
So
to
the lady
Baking Reimagined.
got so mad that she walked out of the store. The manager of the store walked out of the Taco Bell, left the job.
Oh, really? He quit.
She just walked out the
This
door.
report is sponsored by Burlington.
If you got to travel out to the airport or anywhere on I-70 on the east side of town, please pack your patience. Got big delays there on east.
Please pack your patience. Put them in your pocket.
There's a crash
God.
to the backups from the backups of people approaching east
That's a parking lot up there.
shut down over I-70.
Where? Oh yeah, I flew my drone over there. Yep, sure is. You know what's weird is there's like a big middle. Oh, I guess you can see it right here. As you say, a big middle part. I had my drone up here. I flew it over I-25. It's cool, man. I like flying. I'm so used to flying it where I live in the country and stuff. Flying it over this kind of stuff is so cool.
And Supreme Endless
Does Frank use one?
now for a limited time.
No, it's kind of
It's not on price.
if you use it for commercial purposes, you're supposed to have a certain kind of license, which is pretty expensive. They kind of screwed people on that. I don't know why, though. I can't quite figure out why they did that.
So what do you use it for?
Fun. It can. I can fly it 5 miles away. Yeah, you can see the video, everything. Yeah, about 4. Mine does about 4.5.
How long will the battery last?
Mine's pretty cool, man. About 22 minutes, and I got 4 power packs, so I can hot swap them. If it loses, it comes right back home.
Oh, it will.
Oh yeah, if I fly it too far and it knows it doesn't have enough juice to get back, it'll come back. I mean, you could override that stuff, but there's no reason.
Can you put a battery while in flight?
All right, 303-713-8255.
I've got a switch here. Dan, get on and fill the airwaves for a second as I move over to the other seat. Guess whose last day it is today? I don't want to say yet. I'm gonna say it in a minute. Guess whose last day it is? I'm giving people a heart attack. Hold on a second. Talk, Dano.
Okay, Mark, get on over there. So yes, it's a very important person whose last day. You got to guess. Call on in.
Yeah, guess whose last day it is? 303-713-8255. I'm not kidding either. We are losing a very valuable, I will say valuable, member of the Troubleshooter team today. Am I giving people heart attacks out there? What do you think?
I think they think Tom's gone.
Well, I didn't say that. I'd never say that, but I'm going to tell you someone is gone. Suzanne, are you going anywhere? She's on the phone right now.
What's up, Mark?
Are you going anywhere? I'm telling everybody how...
No, I'm going to stay for a little while longer.
A huge member, and I don't mean physically huge, but a gigantic person is no longer going to be on this show anymore. It's their last day today. And you know what? I'm not going to...
Oh, you're right.
Ah, you blew it! I was making people think it was you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Damn, I'm sorry. I thought...
Then I was going to surprise them when they came back yet.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I didn't mean to do... I thought if I didn't give his name...
I still haven't given the name, though. It could be Deputy Dan.
When
Clint's
you say
not
gigantic, are you talking about how big his head is? Or
no, it's in stature.
Jeez. I just can't believe why would he want to leave?
How long has he been with us? Oh, see, we're already saying
Almost 3 years.
Has it been that long?
It would have been 3 years in February.
Seems longer.
My understanding was he's going to go start doing the weather. I find that odd. You leave an action-packed show like this to go do the weather. Should we just say who it is at this point, Tom?
Yes, Brutus.
Brutus Drew. Drew, why are you leaving us?
To go do the weather, man.
Why the weather, though?
It's exciting and upbeat and different every day, just like the show is.
You know, he's going to go do the weather. He literally is. What company is it? The Weather Channel?
Weather Nation.
He's not doing weather. He's going to...
And, guys, he's getting married this weekend.
He's going from radio to TV.
And he's getting hitched this weekend.
You're getting married this weekend?
Getting married on Saturday.
Oh, my goodness. Let's play Swapola here. You ready?
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Ready? Get set, go.
All right, so here, listen, we want to talk to Tom about that death wobble. So, Tom, bottom line, is it under warranty?
Yes, it is under warranty, Tom.
All right, so what are they, if they can't fix it, was the other one under warranty, Mark, the one on our YouTube channel and on Facebook?
It was. He was not going, not only was it under warranty, they should have done a buyback, in my opinion. It was, you know, it was a lemon law, but where that guy screwed up, he walked into Auto Nation, was a dealer, and, man, he was dropping the F-bombs. He created an issue himself.
I know, but, okay.
It should have damn well been bought back.
Tom, in your case, it's under warranty for how long right now?
Up until 36,000 miles. I've taken it into the dealership.
How many miles do you have?
28.
All right, you need to make noise. If they can't fix it,
I have. I've called Ford. I've had it in the dealership in the month of October for over 15 days, 3 different times.
How bad is it, man? I mean, if you sent a video of it, is it that bad?
It's bad. If you're going down a steep hill and you get something in the road just a little...
God, Tom, it's the same thing. So listen, here's... Hold on a second. You got to understand how this death wobble comes up. Everything's fine. You're driving.
And then something triggers it.
You hit a little thing.
No, I understand.
And then boom!
It sets up a resonance almost. And really, sometimes they call it a harmonic resonance. What they mean is sometimes what happens is the movement caused the first one, then the first one causes the second, and it really becomes self-sustaining.
The one we videotaped, he could actually bring it out, run over a small thing in the road, and duplicate it almost every time.
Tom, have you videotaped it?
No, it happens like at 60, 65 miles an hour. You never know when it's going to hit you. It'll just start wobbling all over the road. And I talked to Ford. I got mad. I got the truck out of the garage.
They deny it happens. I mean, Ford is really bad in this.
They're really denying.
They literally they just put on earmuffs.
What's the dealer doing for you?
I went to Denver on Friday after I got it out of the dealership. I was going down into Floyd Hill in Denver. It just went crazy all over the road.
What's the dealer's name?
And it just goes all over. The dealer is Steamboat Motors in Steamboat. And I'm not complaining about the dealer.
Bring it to another dealer.
They're trying to do it.
Did you take it to another dealer?
Well, first of all, the dealer should be able to fix if it's under warranty. It doesn't matter. They might not know what it is, but it's going to be struts or it's going to be something. It's going to be something.
What was it with the other guy, Mark? They didn't find it.
They said, well, the dealer said they couldn't find it, but it was evident it was happening.
Did he find it? Have we ever checked with this guy?
I haven't talked back to him in a while.
Well, I mean,
let me finish the story.
Yeah.
I took it back in day before yesterday.
Yeah.
I had called Ford. Ford had... the guy from Ford in Denver had called Steamboat Motors to find out about the truck, what was going on with it. I went to pick it up last night, and the service manager come out, and I said, okay. I said, if you guys got the truck...
I don't need the dialogue, though, man. I want you to finish, Tom.
Right, but he says, well, he said, I don't think we can fix it. And I said, what do you mean you can't
Okay,
fix
see,
it?
Tom, I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. You're giving me dialogue. You're telling me about a movie. What I would love for you to do is tell me the end result. Did they say we can't fix it? Please help me out here.
They're telling me they cannot fix it because I've got a flatbed on it. I'm a rancher and I've got a flatbed on
they're
the truck.
They're blaming you.
They did this to the other guy too because he had a snowplow on it occasionally. Not when the problem could happen when the snowplow wasn't on there, but they said because you put a snowplow on,
Who put it
we
on?
can't help you.
Who put it on, Tom?
Dealer in Greeley, Fresh Rides they call them. They do the Bradford beds. They're the ones that put it on. They're professional.
And how did they explain to you? Tell me why they think a flatbed caused this.
They're saying that flatbed is too heavy for an F-250. So I said, well, what if I just take the flatbed off and put my stock bed back on? Then that means I can't carry anything in the back of my pickup because it's going to be too heavy? Well,
that's ridiculous. They're full of crap. You know what? I mean, that really is full of crap.
That's what they're saying, though. They modified it.
Do you have a fact? Well, you know, but what he's saying is if it's the weight, that makes no sense because he could put that weight in his pickup truck.
I get it, man. Ford, in my opinion, really sucks when it comes to this issue.
I mean, I've never heard of I've heard of Jeeps having it once in a while, right? I've not heard of any Chevys having it. I don't know. I mean, this death wobble, they call it the death wobble.
And I think his was a 250, the same. I think it's the same vehicle, basically.
Tom, we need to capture this, man. When are you going to be in Denver next?
I am headed to Denver today.
I wonder if it's as bad as the one we had last year. I mean, I can't imagine it's as bad as that one.
Can you make it happen or not?
No.
It just out of nowhere happens.
It just happens. You're going down the road 60 miles an hour and just start shaking. It's all you can do to hang on to the steering.
But it always hits a little thing, right?
Just hold on. Yeah, it starts with something with a bump, right? Is that right or wrong? Does it start with a bump of some kind?
Little imperfection in the road.
Right.
Going, the last day, Friday, going down Floyd Hill, I stepped on the brakes. The traffic was backing up. I stepped on the brakes. It just went crazy.
How do you get it to stop?
You got to slow down to under like 40 miles an hour.
Okay. All right, we have a comment on it. We got to take this break and make that. Then we'll finish up, but we have to do this. Listen, financial plans are fine. Day trading is fine. Life insurance, funding life insurance, overfunding it is fine. But here's the big deal, okay? We have now some people who bring you My Money Evolution. All they're asking is for an hour of your time, and they will transform the way you think of money. And it all boils down to this. The big drains on your finance are compound interest and taxes. Also, your lifestyle if you don't have a budget. But if you think about it, compound interest will kill you. They will help you convert everything to simple interest, where you pay what you can when you can, and it diminishes your overall debt very quickly. Also, they will show you how to minimize taxes at the same time. So if you minimize your taxes and you maximize your borrowing power with simple interest, you do away with all the crap like credit cards and conventional home mortgages and all of those drains on your financing. That's why it's called an evolution, because you evolve into this system by converting your debt. So in other words, you don't use credit cards anymore. You get to use the equity in your home, but you do it the smart way with a smart loan. And every dime you have in the bank, every single dime counts against your average daily balance every single day, and your rate is reduced. So you end up paying less interest. You can pay it down and pay it up daily if you want. It's automatically swept at the end of every night to reduce your interest expense. This is not complicated. Once you learn how to do it, it is practically automated.
It's life-changing, and it's 100% free to learn this stuff.
Free. And in fact, when you do it, there really is no cost other than normal costs of a loan or normal cost of any kind of retirement plan or anything you're directed to. There is no extra cost to this deal. MyMoneyEvolution.com. It's that easy. Just sign up and give them some time. I'll be there too. MyMoneyEvolution.com for the next event. MyMoneyEvolution.com.
Sponsored by CC
If you got to travel out to the airport or anywhere on I-70 on the east side of town, please pack your patience. Got big delays.
Please pack your patience.
Approaching Peoria, there's a crash.
Emailer said one thing, if you did buy that truck, you know, from that lease, there will be a sales tax on that.
Oh, there is, isn't there?
If what?
There is a sales tax.
Oh, yeah, because you never paid it.
But you're only paying it on the.
Well, you're still.
Huh?
It's $27,000.
Yeah, but you're paying it.
That's right. Forecast mostly
Well, yeah, but you pay it on anything. You pay it on a new vehicle. What wouldn't you pay it on?
A lease.
Traffic and weather. I'm Pete Wagner.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You don't pay no meter.
And Supreme Endless
That's
pizzas now for a limited time. Load up on crust and
Because you don't know it.
price, starting at just $5.99 on the unlimited.
I'd get so killed in a lease. There's no such lease that has 30,000 miles a year on it.
How much do you know these guys, Tom and Mark, on the my money?
It's good. I know them really well for years.
It's unbelievable, man.
Have you ever heard of 101 Financial?
This is Ross Kaminsky, and
Okay.
I'm thinking
Anyway, big one.
This is really kind of a no-brainer. I mean, it's not complicated. That's the whole idea.
Yeah.
You basically buy your house with a loan, okay? And then whatever money is in there, you almost use it as a checking account. So every time you get a paycheck, you pop it in there, and you're only charged simple interest on what's outstanding there. I mean, it's crazy. It's simple as that. And the interest rates are equal to, you know, a 30-year fix. There's no difference there. But if you have no money to offset what's in there, I mean, it still makes sense, actually.
No, even as a regular line of credit,
it still makes sense.
Because advertised interest will kill you. It just will kill you.
You're paying simple interest on your mortgage. And if you have, let's say you're busy, let's say you get a bonus each year, you pop that money in to offset it, you literally would have no mortgage if you have enough in there to cover the loan. Does that make sense to you? You only get charged on what's out. It's like a line of credit, but it's a first mortgage.
And you get rid of your home mortgage.
And you get rid of your actual mortgage, of course.
Tom Martino here. Dwayne has a comment on the so-called death wobble. Go ahead. What is your comment?
Hey, Tom. I had the very same problem on my truck, and
Yes.
it's pretty terrifying.
What did you do about it?
Well, I went online and looked at a bunch of different forums, spent several hours one day reading, and I finally found a guy that said he knew the solution, and so I took his advice and I ordered the parts, and it absolutely fixed it.
What was it that you had to order? This is wonderful.
Was it a Ford?
Yes.
What did you order? What part?
I can't remember the company because I'm not at home right now, but it's a dual opposed steering stabilizer. It bolts onto your axle with a bracket, and then you have shock absorbers that basically go both directions on your steering arm there, and it absolutely fixed it.
Wow. And does it feel different when you're driving?
Well,
Like,
you can tell
under normal operation.
No, it feels great.
Oh, it doesn't. In other words, it doesn't make steering stiffer.
No, it doesn't. That's what I was concerned about at first. But it used to be if I hit a little bump, it would just set it off. Like
It would still suck though. Thinking
Dwayne,
your vehicle's under warranty, you have to go buy an aftermarket
How much?
part.
I would assume in small claims court for it. How much did this cost you?
I think the parts were maybe $230.
How much installation? How about installation?
Well, my guys did themselves. I think it took them about an hour to put it on. I have
Does
a company,
does it add to existing installations or replace something?
No, it just bolts right on. It has a big bracket that bolts on the axle.
Okay.
And then it just hooks right onto the steering arm. It has 2 extra shock absorbers.
Okay.
Looks.
So it's an add-on. It doesn't replace anything.
It's an add-on.
Could you do me a favor and get back to us with the exact information on where you bought it?
Yeah, when I get home, I can look that up for you.
And then you just write to us at help@troubleshooter.com and we'll get it.
You know, the reason that video had 10 million looks, I'm telling you, it's a real problem that people don't want to talk about.
We have not forgotten about Betty. Betty, we simply need to know how dirty you want to fight, and the rest is up. Really, we can do it for you. We can help you. You have to decide, and you don't have to decide right now, but we've been checking with our employment attorneys. there is a slam dunk case. You are an employee.
Okay.
So you have to figure out if you want to use that as leverage. And
Okay.
I can't. So please stay in touch with us.
Yeah, I would love to. I'm in actually a really tough spot right now because my boss's boss, actually, I confronted him on Monday, and then his boss called me Thursday. Well, no, I went to his boss Thursday because...
Okay, go ahead. What the result? The result.
Anyway, end result, I'm losing my commission, but at the same time, he thinks that there was somebody who called OSHA. He thinks it was me. He called me just now, today, reamed me for turning them in, I guess, and wants to meet with me tomorrow. And so I just want to know from you advice.
Why did you lose your commission? You said that nonchalantly. You lost your commission.
He said it was a poorly managed job.
And that's
But
your problem?
I haven't been paid on any of my commissions so far, and I started in June, and I made all the sales in July.
Listen, Betty, he's making excuses. As I said, you can meet with him tomorrow. You decide how dirty you want to get. And guess what? If he fires you, Betty, you're going to get unemployment.
I'm nervous to do that without like a lawyer present or something.
Well, what do you mean? Get unemployment or meet with him?
Meet with him.
Well, it's going to, that would be, listen,
him.
you record it. I mean, I can't tell you not to bring an attorney. You do whatever you may feel comfortable with. But you need to protect yourself, and I don't think a meeting's going to harm you, but that's up to you, okay? Once you have that meeting, I would record it or take notes afterwards, then that's going to be it. I think you're in the driver's seat. Bill, what is your quick comment on the stock trading program?
Well, anyway, I got a brokerage account through Vanguard.
And we got to be quick. We got 10 seconds, literally.
But anyway, I could put a put in or a buy at whatever number I want.
What's the name of the program?
It's through Vanguard.
What he wants to do, though, Bill, real quick, is in the same hour, if it fluctuates 5 cents, he wants to be able to say, buy it, then sell it, then buy it, then sell it.
And you don't know anything that does that right now. Joan Sullivan says she has.
I know of one, but I don't know
listen.
what it is.
ZeroResDenver.com. 3 areas for $129. The 4th area free if you supply canned goods to them, because they're going to donate them to Pastor Lauren and the rest. And Pastor Lauren needs help at the church to help with Thanksgiving meals any way you can, either donating food or donating yourself. 303-916-3214, 916-3214. Adults who have crooked teeth and always wanted to deal with them, there is a way to...
Okay, we really will. Trust me, we only have a few days, and we'll plug it. And we'll also plug yours, too.
Sounds good. You guys...
So you don't charge mileage going down to the springs, huh? It's just
No, we've got a minimum.
What is the minimum?
Okay.
It depends on where they're at.
Gotcha. Okay. And does it vary all the way to the springs, or like say if you go to Larkspur?
Larkspur, that's fine. You start hitting Monument, you get down further south.
But you explain that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when they just have them call. And then how far north do you go? We
just sold the Northern Territory. So they've got a northern franchise up in Boulder, Fort Collins, Greeley, but we don't own that.
Gotcha.
We sold that off.
Mark, are you putting in those lives?
Every once in a while,
Yeah. Thanks, gents.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Is that the name of the company? See you, man. Thank you.
I didn't have that's the name of one of their companies. I didn't have anything to hook it under because we were thinking about it and I had a young book. That's, I think, Matt's company.